Rebound taken away by Lincoln. Throws it out and taken away from them now quickly down to Lincoln. He goes up for the jam! It's time to line them up, tip it off, and get it on. It's basketball action. Monday's going to drive down, get to Miller. Miller for three! Yes, that's a buzzer! Congratulations on this season opening win, and looking forward to seeing you next Tuesday night. 3.8 seconds to go. 56-56. Don't go anywhere, folks. And he'll pick up Bush at the buzzer! It's good! Clarkrange wins! I'm Gary Clark. See you at the game. Set for District 7A basketball action tonight. It is the Clarkrange Buffaloes and Lady Buffaloes taking on the Monterey Wildcats and Lady Wildcats. Gary Clark with you here on the Progressive pregame show. We're getting ready for the start of the district season for Clarkrange. We'll take a look at the team they're facing, which is Monterey, and we'll take a look at the history that's been pretty lopsided Clarkrange way. You'll understand when I have that in a minute. We'll also take a look at last year's action. We'll take a look at how Monterey did against York earlier this season. And we'll also take a look at other games around the area tonight. We'll also check in on some JUCO action come up this weekend. All that right here on the Progressive pregame show. And we'll be back with it after this.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC. Everything we do is
Our sponsors are, let's see, we have our live sponsors are the Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union, State Representative John Mark Wendell, Fitness Farmers Co-op, Hall's Family Pharmacy, First Volunteer Bank, Pizza Hut of Jamestown, Condition Heating and Cooling, Medford Pharmacy, Twin Lakes, Casey's Frontier Chevrolet, Jamestown Regional Medical Center, Fitness County Executive Jimmy Johnson, Fitness County Executive, or I should say Micro Metals, Southeast Drywall and Construction, the Gary Maxwell Insurance, and Clarkrange Drug Center are live sponsors, as well as a big thanks to Kelly Keesling and State Representative and State Senator Kenny Yeager for their support. Also, pre- and post-game shows brought to you by Progressive Savings Bank. Halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford on the square, or in the Wartburg, on the square in Wartburg. And folks, just head on out if you need a new Ford. They're cheaper in the country. And then our play of the game brought to you by Hall's Family Pharmacy. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back to get this one started in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.
We want you. Join and become a member today. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union. A better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
Right now at Pizza Hut.
Get 2 medium, 2 topping Pizza Hut pizzas.
For just $5.99 each.
It's a perfect pair.
At the perfect price.
Order however you want.
Delivery or carry out.
Call or click.
Get one for me.
And me.
Or just you and yours.
Everyone gets what they want.
So get your perfect pair now.
Medium 2 topping pizzas.
Just $5.99 each.
Because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Ask for this offer. Additional charge for cheese, select crust types, and additional toppings. Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges. A minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charge is not a driver tip.
The kids are back in school and the weather's turning cooler, and that can only mean one thing. Flu season will start soon. This year, Hall Family Pharmacy wants to help you fight the flu. Getting a flu shot means that you are 60% less likely to get the flu virus. This year at Hall Family Pharmacy, we are excited to make a $1 donation to the local children's shopping spree for each flu shot we give. So don't let the flu knock you out, and come by Hall Family Pharmacy for your annual flu shot. You won't be the only one glad you did.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435. A proud supporter of sports and education in our area. Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
Back here at Monterey High School, we're getting set for our national anthem and starting lineups here in just a moment as it's Monterey and Clarkrange, District 6A matchup. And getting ready to get underway here in just a moment. We're going to have our national anthem. Since we can't pick that up, we'll take a timeout, and then we'll be back right after the national anthem.
On the 12th day of Christmas, Twin Lakes gave to me. Twin Lakes is celebrating their customers this holiday season with 12 days of giving. There will be over 70 winners with names drawn every day, starting Black Friday. Visit any of our Twin Lakes offices and register to win. All entries will be accepted through December 17th. To increase your chances of winning, stop in and enter every day. Winners will be announced on our Facebook page. And don't forget to follow us. Learn more at www.twinlakes.net.
With the hustle and bustle of the holiday season in full swing, Hall Family Pharmacy wants to encourage you to think of local retailers before heading online to do your shopping. Hall Family Pharmacy's Holiday Open House will be Saturday, November 24th on Shop Small Saturday. Santa will be visiting for pictures from 12 until 2, and there will be refreshments and door prizes. We will have Shop Small deals that you don't want to miss, so mark your calendars for Hall Family Pharmacy's Holiday Open House, Saturday, November 24th, from 10 until 2, and enjoy a Saturday shopping locally.
Christmas time's coming.
With the recent sale of your local Fred's Pharmacy to Walgreens, here at MetaThrift Pharmacy, we want to make it easy for current Fred's Pharmacy customers to transfer your medications. If you would like to continue doing business with a locally owned independent pharmacy that treats you like family, then we invite you to transfer your Fred's Pharmacy prescriptions to MetaThrift Pharmacy. Hello, my name is Jinky Stevens. I am blessed to now be part of the MetaThrift family. You will love the personal touch of a locally owned pharmacy where we treat our customers just like family. Come by and see us or call 931-879-8133 and we'll do the rest.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Raines agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
You want to get somewhere in this world, right? You're going to need wheels to get you there. Come see us for a car loan, new or used. Car, truck, or SUV. Finance up to 100% for up to 60 months. That's how we roll. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union. A better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
Jamestown Regional has always been committed to providing the highest quality of patient care. We work hard every day to contribute to the health of our patients and to the well-being of our community by providing many jobs and services. Now we are proud to be serving our community once again as Jamestown Regional Medical Center. JRMC, a
The starting lineups for tonight's first, the Lady Buffaloes of Clarkrange High School coming in 6-0 on the year. They're going to start with the amazing one, Gracie Bush. Gracie going to be starting for the Lady Buffaloes. You got Reese's Peaches coming in. Reese has got to have a big night shooting the ball tonight. One half of Snake Eyes, you've got Kaylee Mundy, the gunner for this team. And in the other half of Snake Eyes, folks, if you roll them, you're going to lose. That's Cassie Mundy. And then your final starter is that tower, Chloe Howard. And we're ready for the starting lineups now for the coach, Coach Mark Sims, the Lady Wildcats of Monterey, who comes in 0-6 on the season. They'll start with Hannah Mueller. Number 32, Anna Hudson. She had a good game against York, the game we did. And Danielle DiAgostino, number 15. I've got her number. Number 22, Caitlin Moorhead, and number 20, Faith Walker. Your starting five for Coach Mark Sims for the Lady Buffaloes under the direction of Coach Lamar Rogers, the living legend, the Hall of Famer. He has got his normal five as we get set to line this one up, tip it off, and get it on. It's District 6A basketball action, Clarkrange and Monterey. This one should be again. Our next Clarkrange broadcast will be a week from tonight when the Bobcats and Lady Bobcats of Pickett County come to call on Clarkrange a week from tonight. Now coming up on Friday night, we have got Monterey, or not Monterey, we'll actually have the York and Upperman matchup. That should be a good one in District 8 AA. Here we go. Howard to jump it up against Hudson, and Stover gets the ball. Quick pass over to Mundy. She'll lay it off the glass and in. That's going to be Cassie with the first two of the ball game. And Clarkrange takes the other lane. Now full court pressure, knocked away, stolen by Stover. Stover up quickly, gives it over to Bush. Down to Kaylee Mundy, down the baseline, drives it up, gives it back up front now to Gracie. Down the left side to Kaylee. Kaylee for three, right it down. Monterey's going to quickly find out you can't drop off her that far. Full court pressure, they'll lob it into Hudson. Hudson quickly now up to front court. Down to DiAgostino. She'll get over number 22. Moorhead puts up no good. Second shot rejected. And it's going to be out of Clarkrange, out of bounds. Clarkrange out 5-0 early in this one. Triggering it in will be Walker. Faith Walker will put it into play. Faith Walker sits, brings it in to Hudson. Hudson dumps it back to Walker. Walker will send it out front to DiAgostino for a three ball. No good. Rebound Howard. Howard with the board over to Kaylee Mundy, and Kaylee will bring it. Kaylee going to take it on the run, gives it over now to Bush. Back up front to Kaylee. Off to Stover. Stover for a three. Good. Clarkrange out. 8-0 early. Long pass up to Hudson. Hudson had knocked away, stolen by Stover. They go Bush, and Bush is going to be fouled by Hudson, I believe. We'll see who the call goes again. It's going to go against Hannah Hudson. Hudson has her first of the ball game, and the Lady Buffaloes with the basketball. Just a little over a minute into the game, and Clarkrange up 8-0 in this one. With the basketball is Mundy. Mundy goes right side. That's Cassie over to Bush in the corner. Back cross court now to Kaylee. Now off to Cassie. Cassie going to drive through. Give it over to Gracie. Gracie will fire for three. Rims out. No good. Rebound Hudson. Hudson's looking for an outlet. Gets it to Walker. Walker going to bring it up in the front court. Sends it over to Moorhead. She'll drive, and she's going to be fouled. And that one's going to go against Cassie Mundy. Cassie going to pick up her first of the ball game. Team's first. And that's going to send Moorhead to the line for a pair of them. Kaylin Moorhead at the line will have two. Minute and a half in, Clarkrange out up 8-0. 8-1. Moorhead knocks down the first one. Clarkrange up early, 8-1. Second one, good as well. Moorhead nothing but the bottom of the cup on both of those, and it's a 6-point ball game. Back the other way will come Monday. Cassie Monday with the basketball. Drives to the right side, gives it off this time to Bush. Back up to Monday. Now over to Kaylee Monday. She'll drive in. Kicks it back out front to Cassie. Cassie with the basketball. Cassie looking to drive. Takes it all the way. Blocked. Good job by Hudson on that one. Hudson got back in defense. Blocks that one out of bounds. And Clarkrange will bring it in. Gracie Bush steps out to work it in. She'll work it into Howard. Back to Grace. Now cross court's it over to Stover. Stover for a three. In and out and no good. Rebound pulled by Monterey, but they throw it up for grabs, and it's going to be a collision between Stover and Walker, or Stover's going to get the foul. And Monterey will have to work it up the court. That'll be the second team foul on the Lady Buffaloes. Ball come in this time to Walker. Walker, quick pass up to DiAugustino. Long pass to Moorhead. Moorhead shot blocked. Oh, Stover came back to get it. Great job by Stover to get back on defense and block that one out of bounds. So it'll be Monterey basketball. Looks like Moorhead had give me on that one. In quickly to Hudson. Hudson off in the corner to number 24, Mueller. Mueller stripped and stolen. Back the other way comes the Mundy twins. It'll be Cassie putting it up, no good. Rebound Walker. Walker going to bring it from Monterey. Long pass up this time to Hudson. Hudson sticks it in. Good job by Hudson that time. And Clarkrange wants to talk about timeout on the floor with 5:36 to go in the first. It's 8-4, Clarkrange.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. When you schedule your fall maintenance with Condition Heating and Cooling, they will clean, calibrate, test, and ensure your heating system is in proper working order. Let them find and correct issues before they become major problems. Or you can take advantage of discounts up to $1,000 on new energy-saving American Standard heating and air conditioning units. See dealer for details. Offer won't last long, so call to schedule your appointment today.
Call 879-5909. Conditioned heating and cooling.
Back to action, Clarkrange with the basketball, leading by 4 now. Monterey making a little bit of a run. Clarkrange jumped out early on an 8-0 run, then Monterey down a 4-0 run. Ball goes over to Bush, now over left side to Mundy. Mundy for a 3, in and out, no good. Back up by Stover, no good. Rebound is taken away by Moorhead, but knocked out of bounds off of Clarkrange. Clarkrange got a hand on, knocked it out of bounds. It'll remain Monterey basketball. Triggering it in will be Walker. Walker looking, try to get it out and knocked back by Howard, and you're not going to throw it over Howard. You're going to throw it either around or beside Howard. You're not going to throw it over. Walker again. Walker looking, long, balls it up in the air. Hudson comes away. Hudson going to quickly down throw it away. Hudson caught it, but then tried to throw it down quickly to Moorhead and throws it out of bounds. Powell will come in. Stover will come out. Clarkrange with their first substitution. McKenzie into the ball game now for the first time. Clarkrange with the ball. They'll work it over to Cassie Mundy. Cassie with the ball now off to Bush. Bush back up front to Cassie. Now off to Kaylee, left side. Back up front now to Cassie. Over to Kaylee. Kaylee looking inside. Nowhere to go. Goes down baseline to Howard. Back up front to Cassie for a 3. No good. Long rebound is DiAugustino. Danielle DiAugustino trying to work it up. Throws it up to Walker. Walker going to long ball it over to Moorhead. Moorhead looking to make a move. Has it stolen. Monday from behind takes it away, and here come the Lady Buffaloes. Monday long pass up to Powell, knocked away last minute by DiAugustino, and then she's going to get called for the foul. DiAugustino tried for the steal, got the foul instead, and it'll be Clarkrange basketball. That's second team foul on Monterey, both teams with 2 team fouls. They'll work it into Powell. Powell off to Kaylee Money, now down the corner to Cassie. Cassie will bring it around. Set it back up. Clarkrange 8-4. As now DiAugustino on that's taken quickly down the corner. Money. Kaylee for 3. Good. Kaylee Money breaks the dry spell for the Lady Buffaloes. Now the ball comes into Mueller. Mueller high pass over to Walker. Lucky that one got through. Now get on up to Moorhead. Moorhead with the ball. Moorhead's going to pull up for the shot, and she gets it blocked from behind. Bush with the basketball. Gracie going to come the other way. Long pass up to Kaylee. Kaylee drives in, gives it out to Powell. Powell leave it for Howard, and Howard's going to send it back out to Monday. Cassie with the ball drives in, and she's going to be fouled by Mueller. Mueller going to pick up her first of the ball game, team's third. Coming in now is going to be number 40, Grace Klaus. Klaus will come into the ball game. It will be Cassie to put it into play. Brings it into Powell. Powell going to put it up. Short jumper, no good. Rebound Howard. Howard's going to bring it back out. Clarkrange will pass it cross court now to Cassie Monday. Cassie with it. Cassie around the top of the key. Goes over to Gracie. Gracie Bush down in the corner to Howard. Good pass inside to Powell. Powell off to Monday, and Monday will score. Good ball movement by the Lady Buffaloes. Good look by Powell to see Monday cutting toward the bench, or toward the basket, and got it to her. Walker with the ball now. Walker going to come up on the run. Sends it over to Hudson, and Hudson's going to be fouled going for the three, and that one's going to go against Howard. Howard's going to pick up the personal. Chloe has her first of the ball game. Stover is going to come back in the ball game. Time will be Anna Hudson. Hudson's first one rims off, no good. She'll have one more. Hudson trying to cut this down to a 8-point ball game again. Does with that one. She'll have one more. She was shooting the three. Stover will come in for Powell now. Back of the line, that will be Hudson. Free throw, no good. Rebound, that was Hudson, and she's going to be fouled from behind by Gracie Bush. Gracie on the reach picks up the foul. And that's going to send Anna Hudson back to the line. Hudson going to get her free throw practice in here in the first quarter. This is her fourth free throw of the quarter. And too strong on that one. She is 1 of 4 now on the night. Trying to cut into Clarkrange's lead. Clarkrange leads by 8. Now by 7 as Hudson hits the second one. Clarkrange will bring the other way. 13-6. Clarkrange by 7. They'll work it out front. Cassie Mundy over to Gracie Bush. Now off to Cassie. Back down inside to Howard. Howard going to swing it over to Gracie Bush. Wide open for 3. Good. Amazing Gracie with her first basket of the night. Lady Buffaloes by 10 now. Their biggest lead. Long pass up to Walker. Walker off to DiAgostino. Drives down, almost loses the handle, gets down to Hudson. Hudson back to DiAgostino, stripped it by Monday. Monday with the basketball. Monday going to get it over to Howard. Howard will lay it up and good. Chloe with her first 2 of the night. The Lady Buffaloes run the floor and get the easy basket. Long pass now over to DiAgostino, who we have a timeout on the floor. Timeout with 2:29 to go here in the first quarter. It's 18-6. Clarkrange.
It's no secret that a good education has the power to change a life. That's why Micrometals Incorporated is a strong supporter of our local schools. Micrometals is now accepting applications for different positions. We offer several benefits, including medical, dental, vision, and life insurance, short-term disability, 8 paid holidays, paid vacation after 6 months, profit sharing, 401.
Up to Hudson. Hudson will fire the 3. Air ball. Rebound brought down. We got a foul on Klaus going for the rebound. And Grace Klaus will get the call. That's her first. Team's 4th. 2:21 left to go here in quarter number 1. Clarkrange by a dozen. Lady Buffaloes with the basketball. They'll walk it up. Monday with the ball. Gives it over to Kaylee Monday, down to Stover. Stover just fired the 3. Nobody got on her. She fires the 3. Rebound Walker. Walker double team. Trying to get it out. Traveled with it. And she probably she got that call because she threw it right to Reese Stover, who's going to have an easy layup. So Clarkrange will get it out of bounds. They'll work it into Howard. Howard, a little jumper. No good. Rebound tipped out, and Gracie Bush comes up with it over to Kaylee. Now off to Gracie. Or I should say off to Cassie. Now cross court to Bush. Bush inside to Cassie. Money, little jumper, good. Cassie's got 6. Kaylee's got 6. As now back the way, DiAgostino. Long pass up to Hudson. Loses the basketball. Swings it back, throws it away. Throws it into the backcourt. It'll be Clarkrange basketball on the over and back. And it will be Lady Buffalo basketball to work in. Monterey turns it over. Clarkrange with 98 seconds has the ball and a 14-point advantage. Ball comes into Howard. Howard tries to go up with no good. Tips it back up, no good. Gets it down, kicks it out to Bush. Bush for 3, good. Amazing Gracie with 3 ball, and the Lady Buffaloes now go up 23-16. Monterey trying to work it up. Moorhead turns it over. Knocked away. Gracie Bush comes out with it to Stover. Stover drive cross court it over to Kaylee. Kaylee for a three ball. No good. Rebound taken away. This time by Walker. Walker's got Hudson out ahead, and Hudson's going to drive, lay it up good, and she's fouled. Howard's going to pick up her second foul, and Hudson's going for the natural three. It'll be Powell coming in, and Powell's probably going to take out Howard. That's 2 on Howard. And Anna Hudson now has a chance to make the and one and the natural three. Powell check back in. McKenzie comes in. Hudson at the stripe. Fouls on Howard. Free throw, no good. Rebound tipped around and come away with Mundy. With it is Kaylee. Kaylee going to bring it on the run. Kaylee in the front court goes over to Cassie. Cassie with the ball. Cross court's it to Bush. Bush with the ball back up to Kaylee Mundy. Now over to Cassie. Back over to Kaylee. Clarkrange may go for the last shot. Kaylee going to drive through, give it out to Bush. Bush three. Good. Nothing but the bottom of the cup for Amazing Gracie. And the Lady Buffaloes now go up by 18. Back the other way, Monterey quickly in the front court to Klaus. She'll lay it up, missed it, followed by Moorhead is good. Moorhead with a good job following the shot, gets it to go, and it's back to a 16-point ball game. Clarkrange with the ball, Howard over to Bush, back up front now to Kaylee Mundy. Kaylee with it, goes over to Cassie Mundy. Cross court, long pass over to Stover. Stover off to Mundy. Now over to Cassie Mundy for a three. Good. Cassie Mundy has got 9 points. Now a steal by Cassie, and shot will not count at the buzzer. We're at the end of one. End of one is Clarkrange 29. Monterey.
Did you know nearly 4,800 burglaries happen each day? Protect your family and home this holiday season when you choose security from Twin Lakes. Twin Lakes offers monitoring packages starting as low as $24.99 per month. With the 2-gig equipment package, you'll get a security panel, sensors, motion detector, wireless key fob, and more. Protect your home and your pocket this holiday season with Twin Lakes Security. Learn more at www.twinlakes.net. Terms may apply. Tennessee cert number C-0026.
Over 80% of business owners say loyal customers are the keys to a successful business. At Hall Family Pharmacy, we appreciate our loyal customers and want to thank you by offering you a copay pass. With the Hall Family Pharmacy Customer Loyalty Program, come by the pharmacy and pick up a punch card. Every time you fill a prescription, you will get a punch on the card. When the card is full, bring it in and get your copay pass. It's a simple way for us to say thank you for your business. So stop by Hall Family Pharmacy to get your Customer Loyalty Program punch card today.
Well, the Lady Buffaloes open a big lead up in the end of the first quarter. It'll be Monterey ball to start the second half. Clarkrange comes back with the same ones that left the floor. Monterey does likewise. Well, actually, Klaus is out, and Mueller's back in the ball game. Walker will put it in play to Mueller. Mueller with the ball over and out of Moorhead. Moorhead traveled with it. Moorhead started to make the pass and just took a couple of steps and made it. Monterey turns it over. Clarkrange with the basketball. It'll be Mundy to work it in. Works it in to Cassie Mundy. Cassie with the basketball. Cassie Mundy way out front. Gives it over to Gracie Bush. Now down to Stover. Stover with the ball. Drives baseline. Cut off. Kicks it inside to Powell. And Powell drives in. Put up no good. Rebound taken away by Walker. Walker going to bring it run. Walker long pass to Hudson. She'll drive, put up the layup good. Anna Hudson has 8 in the first half. Back the other way, Cassie Mundy with the basketball. Cassie will back it out. Gives it inside this time to Stover. Back to Cassie. Cassie will drive down, cut off. Kicks it over Powell there. Powell laid up mean. Good job by Powell to get open. And a good look by Mundy to get it to her. Back the other way now, DiAgostino with the ball to Walker. Long pass up to Moorhead. She'll take it, try to pass it over, knocked the win out of bounds off of Stover. 6:56 left to go here in the first half, and it's 31-12 Clarkrange. Ball comes into DiAgostino. He'll send it back out front now to Walker. Walker with the basketball. Walker looking, picked up a dribble, now gets it off to Hudson. Hudson will take it up over Powell, no good. Rebound taken away by Mueller. Mueller out to Walker. Walker drives in, stripped and stolen by Mundy. She's in a foot race with Moorhead, and Mundy going to win that one and lay it up and in. Kaylee Mundy's got 8 now. Clarkrange by 21. With the ball now comes Cassie Mundy. Cassie Mundy going to be called for the foul. I think the official just kind of felt sorry for Moorhead on that one, because Cassie actually came right from behind and picked that one off. Walker will trigger it in. Howard's going to check back in. Powell will come out. Clarkrange in command of this one, leading by 21. Ball comes in quickly to DiAgostino, and she's tied up. Good job by Mundy. Jump ball goes back to the Lady Buffaloes on the alternating possession. Clarkrange going to be on the road to Trousdale County on Friday night. That'll be their next action. Our next live broadcast of Clarkrange Basketball will be a week from tonight when Piggy County comes to the range. We'll have that one for you coming up then. Howard now going to get free wide open. Missed the layup. Howard missed the layup. Great pass from Bush, but Howard missed the layup. And back the other way comes DiAgostino. Gives it over to Walker. Down the corner to Moorhead for 3. Good. Moorhead's got 7 in the game. Actually, Moorhead and Hudson has all of Monterey's points at this point. Gracie Bush with the ball. Bush looking inside, nowhere to go. Works it down the corner to Stover. Stover back up. Stover going to drive in, send it over to Mundy. Cassie's going to drive off the glass and good. Cassie Mundy's in double digits now. And back comes Monterey. Long pass over to DiAgostino. She'll send it down the corner to Hudson. Hudson going to fire for 3. No good, and we're going to have a foul on Stover with the push. Stover pushed off underneath, and Stover going to pick up the foul. And I believe Moorhead going to go to the line for a 1-and-1, as that will be the 17th foul on the Lady Buffaloes. Pierce getting ready to come in. Lexi off the bench. Free throw, no good. Really down by Hudson, and Hudson stepped out of bounds with it. Lexi going to come into the ball game as official now signals her in, and out will come Bush. So Lexi in for the first time. Clarkrange will bring the other way. 5:20 left to go here in the first half. Clarkrange by 20. With the ball, Cassie Mundy. She's going to drive in, kick it out to Kaylee. Kaylee will drive, leave it for Lexi. Lexi back out front now to Cassie. Cassie with the ball. Cassie going to drive in, puts up the leaner, and she's going to be fouled. And there were 3 Lady Wildcats around her, so we'll see who they call it against. Mueller's going to pick up the ball. Pick up the foul, and it'll be Cassie Mundy at the line. Mundy with 11 points already. Make it 12. Looking for the Baker's dozen and a 22-point lead for the Lady Buffaloes. Second one, no good though. Rebound, we're going to have Kaylee over the back. Kaylee going to pick up her first foul, and that'll walk Monterey the other end, and we'll have a 1-and-1 for Mueller. Hannah Mueller looking for her first point of the night with 5:02 left to go in the first half. Mueller. Free throw, good. And finally for Monterey, somebody besides Hudson or Moorhead on the scoreboard. Mueller hits the front end of it. It's a 20-point ball game. She can take the 19. And does. Good looking free throws by Mueller. Mueller's got a pair now, and it's 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Clarkrange by 19. Front court comes Cassie Mundy over to Stover. Inside to Howard. Howard's going to put the little jump hook. No good. Rebound tipped out, and running down is DiAgostino. DiAgostino with the ball goes over to Walker. Walker kicks it down the corner to Hudson for a long 3 ball. No good. Moorhead tried to save it in, and it's off Moorhead out of bounds. Moorhead tried to save it in. No problem. She caught it on her shoulder and stepped out of bounds with it. Clarkrange with the basketball. Walking it up will be Monday. Cassie, 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Lexi goes inside to Howard. Howard's going to drive through, kick it over to Stover. Stover for a long three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Moorhead. Moorhead with the ball. Long pass gets it to Hudson. Hudson going to drive, puts it up, no good. Good job by Pierce to make her change her shot at the last second. And now Stover comes away with Stover having trouble dealing with the basketball, gets it on up to Cassie. Cassie Mundy front court drives down. Looking for some room, has it knocked away. Good hands by Hudson and out of bounds. Tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Clarkrange basketball. 4 minutes exactly left to go here in the second quarter. They'll work it inside to Howard. Howard will get back to Cassie. Cassie will drive through, get out to Lexi. Lexi for a long three. No good. Rebound knocked down and out of bounds off of DiAgostino. Or off of Howard, they say. So that went off at DiAgostino, but they say Howard touched it last. So back comes Monterey. Walker with the basketball. Walker cut off, double teamed. Mueller. Mueller down the corner, Moorhead. Moorhead for a three, good. Moorhead's got 10 in the game, and Coach Lamar Rogers wants a timeout. His girls lead now, cut to 16 with 3:37 to go in the half.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Raines agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainsboro.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
Back to action now. Clarkrange with the basketball. Monterey Moorhead with 10 points here in the first quarter, or first half. Having an excellent outing. She's basically shooting from that far corner over on the right side. Clarkrange moving left to right as we speak. With it out front is Monday. Cassie gives it over now to Stover. Stover off to Bush. Bush with the ball. Bush looking to make a move. Gives it over to Cassie. Cassie Mundy backs it out. Off to Stover. Stover looking inside, gives it back over now to Cassie. Cassie will reset it. Cassie with the ball. Working it. Cassie going to drive in, backs it out, now gives it off to Stover. Stover to Kaylee. Kaylee drive around, wide open three, no good. Rebound pulled by Moorhead out quickly to Hudson. Hudson drives, missed the layup, got her own rebound, goes back up there and puts it on. Hudson now with 10 on the night. It's back to a 14-point ball game, and Clarkrange struggling a bit here. With it is Cassie Mundy. She'll drive all the way, lay it up in. Good drive by Cassie, and Clarkrange goes up again by 16. Monterey with the ball. Front court comes Walker. Walker going to be fouled by Kaylee Mundy. That's a second on Kaylee, and now seeing Walker to the line. 2:18 left to go here in the first half of play. 38-22. Clarkrange on top of Monterey, but Walker can cut into that. Her first one, no good. Back of the iron, rebound Howard. Howard with the board gives it over to Stover, and Stover will bring it. Stover off to Kaylee, now down to Cassie. Cassie with the ball, cross courts it over to Gracie Bush. Bush with the ball. Bush come around the pick, set it back up. Gracie with the ball. Drives in, gives it over to Stover. Stover drive, get back to Gracie. Back down to Stover. Stover going to fire out the corner. Good. Reese with 6 on the night. And the Lady Buffaloes go back up by 19. Back the other way. Long pass up to Hudson. Hudson going to take the jumper way off the mark. Rebound brought down this time by Kaylee Mundy. Kaylee going to push it on the run, drives down, holds it up. Gives it up to Stover, back to Kaylee. And Kaylee's going to be fouled by Moorhead, and that wasn't a smart foul by Moorhead, where it just reached up and hit her across the chest. Ball goes back to the Lady Buffaloes. It'll be, Hudson going to come out now, and in will come Adeline Klaus. The Klaus sisters have been in. Grace went earlier. Adeline in now. With the ball is Cassie Mundy. Mundy drives, gives it over to Stover. Stover, another long three. Rims out, no good. Rebound Moorhead. Moorhead with the ball. Moorhead is knocked away, taken away by Mundy. She'll get it over to Bush. Bush kicks it over to Stover. Stover back to Mundy. Gracie gets the ball now. Gracie Bush with it, left side. Bush would come around the pick, does. Kicks it over to Cassie. Cassie Mundy with the ball. Cassie steps back, fires the three, good. Cassie Mundy pushes back to a 22-point lead, matches Clarkrange's biggest so far. Walker with the ball. Walker going to drive. Walker actually carried it there. Carried it again. Knocked away this time, though. Stover will come over and kick it up to Kaylee. Kaylee going to drive all the way up, lay it up good. She's fouled by DeAugustino. DeAugustino is going to foul Kaylee Mundy, and she'll go to the line for the natural three. 46-22. Clarkrange down by 24 with 37 seconds left to go here in the first half of play. Out of the line, Kaylee Mundy. Free throw, trickles over the rim, good. 47-22 now. Clarkrange by 25. Their biggest lead of the ball game. With it now is Walker. Walker brings it up. And we got a timeout called by Monterey. Timeout with 28.9 seconds to go here in the first half. It's 47-22. Clarkrange.
With the hustle and bustle of the holiday season in full swing, Hall Family Pharmacy.
Your hospital in Jamestown has been tailoring its services to meet the needs of area residents for many years, and for one reason: to keep you, your family, and your neighbors healthy. Now we are proud to be serving our community once again as Jamestown Regional Medical Center. The two things that have always been at the core of your hospital: commitment and desire to make this community a healthier place to live. We are Jamestown Regional, a Renova Health company.
And getting ready to get back to action. It will be with the ball, Walker to bring it in. Walker's going to lob it into Klaus. Klaus with the ball. Back over to Walker. Walker going to get it over this time to Moorhead. Moorhead goes inside to Klaus. Klaus will put it up off the glass. No good. Goes back and gets it and sticks it home. Adeline Klaus, her first basket of the ball game. Clarkrange will come the other way. Driving in Stover, kicks it back out to Mundy. Mundy with the ball, long shot for three, no good. And that's halftime. Halftime of this one. It is the Clarkrange Lady Buffaloes 47, Monterey 24.
Quality workmanship and exceptional Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435. A proud supporter of sports and education in our area.
Local pharmacies are the cornerstone of any small town. Our locally owned drug centers have been a pillar in our community for many years now. At Hall Family Pharmacy, we are excited to continue that tradition of local, hometown pride and values in a pharmacy. We are accepting new customers, and we are excited to work with each and every one of you. We strive to make prescription transfers as worry-free as possible, and we can even handle the transfer for you. Just bring us your prescription. You have a choice. Please choose local and stay local with Hall Family Pharmacy. Come visit us today.
And back here at halftime where Clarkrange leads Monterey girls 47-24. Time now for the Old Ben Franklin Ford halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg. Folks, Fords are just cheaper in the country. Head on over to Wartburg.
Hello everyone, this is Bruce Babb, GM Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee. And we're wanting to get your Christmas started with an exciting program we're offering from now to December the 31st. Buy any new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, and you'll receive up to $500 in Santa bucks. In addition to this, you'll be placed into a drawing for a big screen TV that we're doing on December the 31st. And if you're worried about buying during the holiday season, Ford's offering 0% financing on all models, plus buy any new Ford and have no payments until March of 2019. We have financing for all types of credit. We say yes when others say no. Just give us a call, 423-346-6227, or visit us online at oldbenfranklinford.com. Come see us and get your Santa bucks today. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country.
Well, back here at our halftime stats, let's take a look now at what we have for Clarkrange. They are led in scoring by Cassie Mundy with 17 points, 11 for Kaylee Mundy, 9 for Gracie Bush, and 9 for Reese Stover in the game. 2 each for Chloe Howard and Mackenzie Powell. It was Clarkrange with 29 points in the first quarter, and they actually scored, 18 in the second quarter and lead 47-29 at the half. Monterey, meanwhile, they got their points. They got 10 for DiAgostino, or actually 10 for Moorhead, 10 for Hudson, 2 for Mueller, and 2 for Klaus in the game, as they really struggled shooting the basketball. Didn't have too good of an outing shooting the ball, but they got 10 points at the end of the first quarter. It's 29-10. Then Clarkrange outscored Monterey 18-14 in the second, lead 47-24 here at the half. Those are the Old Ben Franklin halftime stats brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. Don't forget, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country.
Hello everyone, this is Bruce Babb, GM Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee. And we're wanting to get your Christmas started with an exciting program we're offering from now to December the 31st. Buy any new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, and you'll receive up to $500 in Santa bucks. In addition to this, you'll be placed into a drawing for a big screen TV that we're doing on December the 31st. And if you're worried about buying during the holiday season, Ford's offering 0% financing on all models, plus buy any new Ford and have no payments until March of 2019. We have financing for all types of credit. We say yes when others say no. Just give us a call, 423-346-6227, or visit us online at oldbenfranklinford.com. Come see us and get your Santa bucks today. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country.
Well, right back here at Monterey High School, we're at halftime of this. Take a timeout after we tell you the score at the half is Clarkrange 47, Monterey 24. We'll take a few minutes break, and then we'll be back for the start of the second half. Don't go anywhere. For the Clarkrange Lady Buffaloes, they come back with the Mundy twins, Bush, Stover, and Howard. Here we go, second half. Clarkrange leading by 23 at the moment. 47-24. With it now, DiAgostino into front court, working it out front. Gives it off to Hudson. Hudson going to drive out the layup. She's going to be fouled last second by Stover on the reach in. And that's going to be 3 on Reese. Reese picks up her third personal. At the line will be Hudson. Hudson, free throw, good. Hudson leading the Lady Cats. Second one, no good. Rebound by Monday. Monday with the ball. Clarkrange with a 22-point lead. Into front court comes Cassie Mundy over to Bush. Bush off to Stover inside to Howard. Lays up, missed it. Howard struggling inside tonight. And Powell's back up off the bench. With it now is Walker. Walker looking to bring it up. Gives it over this time to Mueller. Mueller down in the corner to Hudson. Hudson with the basketball. Hudson looking to drive, bounces it off her foot, and then Walker goes down the floor to get it, but throws it away. And they say Clarkrange touched it last. I don't know who touched it for Clarkrange. Clarkrange touched it last. Powell will check back in the ball game. Howard will come out. As they'll lob it in out front to Mueller. Mueller with the ball. Mueller gives it over this time to Hudson. Hudson drives through, kicks it out to Moorhead. Moorhead in the lane, little jumper, good. Moorhead's a pretty good player. Moorhead's got a dozen on the night. She's going to cause some folks problems this year. 20-point ball game again. Clarkrange up by 20. Monday with the basketball. Monday to the right side. She's going to drive in, put up the floater off the glass, and good. Cassie Mundy now with 19 on the night. Walker with the ball. Walker pass up to Hudson. Hudson pass stolen away. As Kaylee comes away quickly over to Cassie. Cassie trying to get down there, stolen away by Hudson. Good hands by Hudson. Long pass over to Walker. Walker going to bring it on the run. Walker in the front court, spins into a double team, takes the jumper, good. Faith Walker with her first basket of the night. Clarkrange the other way, leading by 20. 6:15 left to go here in the ball game, or in the third quarter of the ball game. Clarkrange led all the way. Driving Cassie Mundy out to Gracie Bush. Fires the three, no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and they say off of Clarkrange. I think that one actually off Moorhead, but they'll give it to Monterey, and Clarkrange will go on defense. Walker put it into play, gives it in to DiAugustino. Back over to Walker. Walker with the ball. Clarkrange in a full court man. Walker almost loses the basketball, gets it back up, dribbles down, kicks it out to Hudson. Hudson with the ball off to Moorhead. Moorhead down in the corner now to DiAugustino for a three. Good. Danielle DiAugustino with a three ball. It's back to a 17-point ball game. Clarkrange the other way. Cassie going to drive down, puts up the laner, and she's going to be fouled by DiAugustino. Danielle DiAugustino has her third personal. And that'll send Cassie back to the line. Cassie looking for point number 20 tonight. Free throw, good. Looking for 21 with this one, and Clarkrange leads now by 18. Second one rolls out, no good. Rebound pulled down this time by Hudson. Hudson up to Mueller. Mueller's pass almost stolen by Powell. Gets it over to Hudson. Hudson will drive down. Out to Moorhead for a three. No good. Rebound Hudson. Hudson going to take it back up. Hudson's going to be fouled by Powell. I believe they're going to get McKenzie for her first on that one. It is. It's the first on McKenzie. And going to the line will be Anna Hudson. Free throw good. Hudson now with a dozen points on the night. She's tied for the most points for Monterey. Second one, no good as Powell clears the boards. And here come the Lady Buffaloes. Clarkrange with the ball. Into front court comes Bush. Down to Stover. Stover drives, kicks it back out to Bush. Bush works it out, gives it over to Monday. 5 minutes left to go in the third. Clarkrange by 17. They'll give it over to Kaylee. Kaylee Monday driving on Moorhead, drives in, lays up the left hand, good. Kaylee now 13 on the night. Back comes Mueller. Mueller stripped by Kaylee Monday. She'll lay in, put it up, no good. Rebound taken away by Walker. Walker going to bring it on the run. Walker all the way down. Kicks it over to Hudson, and Hudson has it knocked out away by Stover. Grace Klaus will come back in the ball game. Monterey with the ball. Monterey trying to use that size advantage they have now. They'll give it out to Hudson. Hudson going to drive, puts the runner up. Good. Hudson with a good game. Hudson's got 14 on the night now, and Clarkrange wants to talk about it. Timeout on the floor. 4:27 to go in the third. Clarkrange leads by 17. Cassie Mundy into Kaylee Mundy. Or into Cassie, I should say. Cassie with the ball over to Bush. Bush gives it up to Kaylee. Kaylee looking to drive in, takes it in the lane all the way, lays it up and in. Kaylee cuts through and nobody cuts her off. It gets easy too. She's got 15. Now long pass to Hudson. Hudson double team, swings it over DiAgostino. DiAgostino brings it on the run, throws up the hook, no good. Rebound Moorhead out to Walker. Walker for a long three, no good. Rebound Powell, and Powell gets hammered by Moorhead. Moorhead's going to pick up her second personal going over the back. Clarkrange by 19. Walking it up will be Monday, Cassie Monday. Monday with the basketball, gives it over to Kaylee Monday. Kaylee will leave it for Bush. Bush gives it up to Kaylee. Kaylee working out front, now drives in, sends it out to Restover for a three. No good, long rebound, going to be out of bounds. Clarkrange tried to save it in. Gracie tried to save it in. Couldn't do it, goes out of bounds back to Monterey. Monterey facing a half-court pressure now as the ball comes, or three-quarter pressure. Ball comes over to Moorhead. Moorhead on up to Hudson. Hudson off to Walker. Walker with the basketball. Walker looking low for Hudson. Hudson's got it. Hudson in the corner, spins in the lane, puts up the runner, hits the side of the backboard. Rebound Klaus, and Klaus is fouled. Grace Klaus will go to the line for a pair of them here. That's going to go against Kaylee. Kaylee Mundy has her third. That's going to bring Pierce and Howard back off the bench as Klaus misses the front end of it. Lexi will come in for Gracie, and Chloe will come in for Reese. Clarkrange now with their bigger lineup in. Klaus' second one, no good. Rebound Hudson. Hudson goes up and scores. Hudson got the board in the basket. Anna Hudson, a good player from Monterey, having a great night. 3 minutes to go in the third. Clarkrange by 17. Out front is Cassie Money, goes over to Kaylee. Down inside to Howard. Howard, a little jump hook, won't go. Gets her on board, kicks it out, but stolen by DiAgostino. DiAgostino with the ball. Comes in the front court, drops it low to Moorhead. Moorhead's pass knocked up in the air, knocked away by Lexi Pierce. Ran down though by Walker. Walker tries to take cross. Pierce blocks that pass. And now driving in, it's going to be a foul on Powell. McKenzie went for the block, and that'll send back to the line Anna Hudson. Hudson has 6 points here, going for 7 and 8. She can knock these down. Misses the front end of it. The night she's been our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is her 10th free throw, and she hits this one. Pretty much a 50% shooter from the line. She hits one, misses one. Almost every time down the floor. It's back to a 16-point ball game. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Clarkrange with the ball. Paul out front, goes low to Howard. Howard reverse. Finally gets it to roll. Howard got that one to hang on the rim. She's got 4 on the night. Good pass from Powell on that one. Now back the other way. Walker with the ball. Walker drives, kicks it over to Hudson. Hudson back out front to DiAgostino. Now to Moorhead. Picked off by Howard. Howard's got a 2-on-1. Howard going coast to coast. Floats it up, no good. Rebound pulled out and stolen away by Monday. Cassie with it. Cassie looking for some help. Gives it out to Powell. Powell off to Kaylee. Kaylee for a three. Going. Kaylee has now 18 points here in the quarter. Back the other way, or 18 in the game, I should say. She had that in the quarter, been nice. 97 seconds left to go in this quarter as Hudson drives in, spins, puts up a pretty move. Hudson, another basket. Hudson having a good night. Back the other way, Clarkrange with the ball. Cassie's going to drive through, and she's going to be hand-checked by DiAgostino. And I believe that's going to be 4 on DiAgostino. Back in comes Reese. Back in will come Gracie as out goes Pierce and Powell. 83 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Ball comes in to Howard. She can't handle the pass. And goes out of bounds back to Monterey. Clarkrange another turnover. Clarkrange by 19. With it now comes Moorhead. Moorhead's going to bring it up on the run. Moorhead drives all the way down. Almost has it stolen. Goes to floor and is tied up. Nope, we got a timeout. First call by Monterey. 1:15 to go in the game. It's 59-40. Clarkrange.
Be prepared for 2019 with advanced business solutions from Twin Lakes. Your business can stay connected 24/7 and have peace of mind knowing local technicians and business solution consultants are only a call away. Choose Twin Lakes and get connected to the solutions your business needs. All powered by a robust, reliable fiber network with broadband speeds up to 1 gig, phone systems, special circuit security, and more. Twin Lakes has you covered. Visit one of our 7 local offices or call 931-268-2151 to see what Twin Lakes can do for your business today. Transmitted license certified number C-0026.
Clarkrange leads again now by 19. Monterey makes some mini runs at it. They've cut it down to 14 at one point. The Clarkrange is led by as many as a quarter of a century in this one. They led by 25 at one point, currently lead by 19. Monterey's Anna Hudson having a huge night tonight. She's got 12, 14, 16, 18, 19 points in the ball game. And she has had an outstanding night. Moorhead has a dozen on the night. But for Monterey, that's been pretty much the extent of it. They've got a couple players with a basket, or 3 players with a basket apiece. Out front, Mueller now back in the ball game. Goes inside to Klaus. Klaus off to Hudson. Hudson looking to drive. Hudson will take it all the way in. Lean it up and in. Hudson with 21 points now matches the leading scorer of the whole night. 55 seconds left to go here in the third. Clarkrange by 17. Stover over to Howard. Howard down the corner to Monday. Kaylee out of the corner. In and out, no good. Rebound, Grace Klaus. Her pass knocked up, stolen by Monday. Kaylee with the ball. Long pass underneath, wide open. Stover for the layup. Good look. Good pass as Reese gets in double digits. Back the other way. Now comes Monterey's Moorhead. Moorhead takes it over to the left side. Back up front to Walker. Walker with the basketball. Goes over now to Hudson. Hudson has been pretty much their offense here in the second half. She has 21 points now. She's got 11 of them in this quarter. Ball thrown over, knocked away, stolen by Cassie Monday. Cassie's got a step. She's got the layup with the left hand good. Cassie Monday at the buzzer gets the basket. And the Lady Buffaloes go in the end of 3, leading by 21. It's 63-42. LB.
Managing your medications has never been easier. With Medithrift Pharmacy's MedPack, your medications come organized by date and time, securely sealed in individual, easy open packages. So when it's time to take your next dose, you just tear the package off the roll and your pills are there. That's all there is to it. No bottles, no bother. For more information, call us at 879-8133.
It's no secret that a good education has the power to change a life. That's why Micrometals Incorporated is a strong supporter of our local schools. Micrometals is now accepting applications for different positions. We offer several benefits, including medical, dental, vision, and life insurance, short-term disability, 8 paid holidays, paid vacation after 6 months, profit sharing, 401k retirement, and more. Apply in person at 1049 Owens Road, Jamestown, or online at powdermetal.net.
Back to action. Clarkrange with the ball to start this final frame, and a 21-point advantage out front is Bush. Bush drives around. She's gonna fire the 3. No good. Rebound gonna be out of bounds off of Clarkrange. Clarkrange gives it back to Monterey and the Lady Wildcats with the basketball. Mueller over to Walker. Walker gonna walk it up. Walker passes it up into Klaus. Klaus over to Moorhead. Moorhead pulls out, gives it out to Mueller. Mueller down the corner to Walker. Walker will fire the turnaround 3. No good. Rebound is by Howard, and here come the Lady Buffaloes. Clarkrange in the front court. They'll send it a long pass down to Cassie Mundy. Inside to Howard, knocked away, taken away by Walker. Walker comes the other way. Walker going to drive, and she has it stripped last second by Kaylee Mundy, and Kaylee going to be called for her fourth foul. So Kaylee on the brink of extinction in this one. And going the line will be number 20, Faith Walker, for 2. Walker missed the only free throw attempt she's had tonight. Has 2 here. First one, no good. 0 for on the night. She's 0 for 2, looking for her first point of the fourth quarter. And she's got it. It rolls over the rim and drops. 43-63. Clarkrange on top by 20. In the front court will come Mundy. Cassie Mundy with the ball. Comes around the pick of Howard and drives all the way down. Blocked by Hudson. But Hudson got her with the body, and Hudson going to pick up her second personal. That's going to send Cassie to the line for a pair of them. Cassie's leading all scores now. She's got 22. Her sister Kaylee's got 18. Reese Stover's got 11-9 for Bush, and 4 in the game now for Howard. 2 for Powell. Free throw, no good. Clarkrange, this has been a year they've struggled a bit at the charity shop. That's been one of their Achilles heels. Something they're going to have to work on. They'll get better at that down the stretch. They're going to be playing some very good teams in the near future. Second one, no good. Rebound taken away by Klaus. Klaus throws it over Walker. Walker can't save it, and it goes out of bounds back to Clarkrange. Turnover by Monterey. As that line, Klaus tried to outlet, throwed it into the bleachers, and Clarkrange with the ball. Kaylee going to step back, fire the 3, good. Kaylee now has almost caught her sister. She's 1 point behind her. Back the other way will be Walker. Walker is going to get to Hudson, and Hudson's going to be fouled. That's going to be Stover's foul. Stover's on the brink of extinction in this one as well. Looking to bring it in. They'll lob it in. That was going to be knocked away by Howard and out of bounds off of Monterey's Mueller. Good D by the Lady Buffaloes. Up by 22 and 6:47 to play in the game. Long pass up to Bush inside to Howard. Howard's going to take a little short hook. Good. Howard starting to open up now and has got 6 on the night. Coming the other way with it is Walker. Walker almost keeps her dribble, kicks it over to Mueller, I should say. No good. Rebound followed up by Moorhead. No good. Followed up by Klaus. No good. And then a rebound. We got Howard with a rebound and a foul on Monterey. And who are they going to whistle it on? That's going to go against 21 or 12, I believe. That's going to be Adeline Klaus's first of the night. Powell and Pierce come back in. Stover and Bush will go out. 6:19 left to go, and Clarkrange up by 25. Working it up will be Cassie Mundy. Cassie in the front court. Cassie over to Lexi. Lexi with the ball back out front now to Kaylee. Over to Cassie. Back up front to Lexi. Now off to Kaylee. And Powell. Powell drops it low to Howard. Howard will take it and stick it on. Good job by Howard to use that size there. Back comes Hudson with it the other way. Long pass thrown away by Cassie Mundy, but she goes out of bounds with it. And Klaus will come in. Hudson will sit down as Grace Klaus comes back in the ball game. Monterey looking to work in a long pass to Moorhead. Moorhead drives in, puts the jumper up block, saved by Monday. Over to Pierce, and here come the Lady Buffaloes. Clarkrange with the basketball. Front court comes Monday. Monday with the ball, looks to drive. Monday stutter step, kicked it over to Powell, too high, too hard, throws it away. Turnover by Clarkrange, and back comes Monterey with the ball. Clarkrange the biggest lead of the night, now 27. Ball comes in to DiAgostino. DiAgostino with the ball, lobs it up, knocked away by Pierce. Good job by Lexi. Lexi runs down, long pass over to Cassie, who will lay it up, man. Good play by Lexi Pierce. And now it's virtual heat, dead heat as far as top scoring for the Mundy Twins. Without DiAgostino has it knocked away by Kaylee Mundy. Clarkrange down, leads by 29. Walker looks to bring it in, going to lob it in out front to Moorhead. Moorhead's got it right down the backcourt. Knocked away, stolen by Cassie, but you can't save it in. Could not save it in. Monterey will bring it up. Intense pressure by the Lady Buffaloes as they have call a timeout. Monterey takes a timeout. 5:06 to go in the game. It's 72-43, Clarkrange.
State Representative John Mark Wendell is happy to be a supporter of the Fentress County sports programs. Participating in sports enables our young people to learn responsibility, teamwork, and sportsmanship, as well as promoting physical fitness. Also, John Mark Wendell is grateful for the opportunity to serve as your state representative and encourages you to contact him or his staff anytime that he can be of assistance. The very best to the Fentress County sports teams for a successful season is the message from State Representative John Mark.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. When you schedule your fall maintenance with Condition Heating and Cooling, they will clean, calibrate, test, and ensure your heating system is in proper working order. Let them find and correct issues before they become major problems. Or you can take advantage of discounts up to $1,000 on new energy-saving American Standard heating and air conditioning units. See dealer for details. Offer won't last long, so call to schedule your appointment today.
Call 879-5909. Condition Heating and Cooling.
Back to action here. Monterey with the basketball. Some scores passed along to Oneida. Did not beat Oliver Springs 44-37. Sunbright hammered Harriman 60-26. So we got any more scores here in just a moment. Right now, though, with the basketball is Moorhead. Moorhead going to send it down the corner this time to Mueller. Mueller's pass knocked away, stolen. Kaylee Mundy will come over. Kaylee will drive, lay it up and in. Kaylee with two more. And back the other way now comes Monterey with the ball. They'll drive through, get to Moorhead. Moorhead in the lane, blocked from behind by Howard. Howard with the block, and it's going to be tied up by Walker. You got Peterson coming in the ball game. You got Canancer coming in. And let's see. Also into the ball game for Clarkrange, one of the freshmen, number 10, that is Zoe Smith. So Smith in for the first time. Clarkrange with some younger kids in the game now. Leading by 31. Klaus gets it, goes up, and she's going to be fouled by Peterson. So coming in quickly and picking up the foul was Amber. Amber Peterson going to be called for the foul. That'll send Grace Klaus to the line. She shoots the free throw, no good. She is 0 of 3 on the night, way too hard on the shots. Coming in from Monterey, number 44 is into the game. And I don't have a 44 on my roster for Monterey, so we'll just, with the second one, no good as well. Rebound going to be out of bounds. And they're going to say to Monterey, but it looked like that time it was Moorhead who knocked it out of bounds. Clarkrange by 31. Ball comes into Moorhead. Moorhead going to drive, puts up the runner, rolls out, no good. Rebound Klaus. Klaus has it turned away, knocked away, stolen away by Canancer. Good job by Beth. And here come the Lady Buffaloes. Pierce with the ball. Pierce will line it up, fire for the three. No good. The rebound going to go out of bounds off of Clarkrange. Monterey going to bring in number 5. That is Elizabeth Pierce will be in the ball game. Out will come Moorhead as Monterey getting some of their younger players in as well. 4:11 left to go in this one. Clarkrange by 31. Monterey's DiAgostino into front court. Gives it over now to the other DiAgostino. And driving in, number 5 kicks it out. That is Pierce. Gives it back out to Mariah Bilbrey. Or make that DiAgostino. And we got a lot of them now. Steal by Pierce. She'll drive and score. Pretty move by Lexi. And we got some more players coming in. Monterey. We got some numbers wrong for Monterey. I believe number 33 is Lydia Lopez. And let's see, number 44, I'm not sure who number 44 is. She's got the basketball right now. She'll drive down. Throw across court to number 30. He'll take the jumper. No good. Rebound Zoe Smith. Smith had knocked away, but get it back. Zoe going to take it on the run. Zoe down quickly to Lexi. Lexi back across now to McKenzie. She'll fire for two and good. McKenzie with two more, and coming in now will be back in the game. Adeline Klaus, as Grace Klaus will come out. Monterey has cleared their bench. Clarkrange has a couple more players left that hasn't played in this one. In the front court comes number 30. That is Harris. Down to Klaus. Klaus for a long three. Rebound Canancer. Canancer going to get it out to Peterson. Peterson over to Zoe Smith, and Zoe will bring it. Zoe will bring it up quickly. Kick it over to Pierce. Pierce off to Peterson. Peterson for a two. No good. Rebound Pierce. Pierce will back it out. Gives it down the corner to Smith. Smith will line up the three. Good. Zoe Smith from downtown hits the three ball. And the Lady Buffaloes go up 81-43. Now the rest of the Clarkrange bench getting ready to come in. You got King, Sarge, and Winningham getting ready to come in. Now almost a steal by Pierce. Knocked away, but coming up with number 5. Drives in to Harris with the ball. Gives it out front to Klaus. Klaus going to send it over to Harris. Harris with the basketball. Fires up the three. No good. Rebound Peterson. Peterson out to Pierce, and here come the Lady Buffaloes. 2:10 left to go in this one. Pierce pass under to Powell. Powell going to bring back out. Powell tripped up and goes out of bounds back to Monterey. Clarkrange's going to get Canancer out. They're going to get Powell out and Pierce out as Clarkrange gets the younger kids in now. They've got 4 freshmen and Peterson in there right now. Monterey gets number 11 in the ball game. That's Walker. Ball will come in to Bilbrey. Bilbrey in the front court. Bilbrey over to Walker down to Lopez. She'll fire up the three. No good. Rebound Peterson. Peterson long pass way too high. Emily ran down the corner. No, that's Lopez number 25. So Lopez is number 25. And driving in, put up the shot, blocked by Peterson. Number 33 drove in, and Peterson, they got her as Diana DiAgostino, but not sure, but she had that one rejected. With it now is number 11, Walker. Now they'll fire up the three, no good. Rebound, Zoe Smith. Smith going to bring it. Smith on the run. Smith in the front court. Zoe Smith with the ball, gives it down in the corner now to number 55, puts up the three, no good. Rebound taken away, that was King, put up the shot out of the corner. August couldn't get it to go. And on the rebound, it's tied up. Clarkrange gets the ball back. And we got 35 ticks left to go in this one. Clarkrange going to improve to 7-0. Ball comes in to King, out front to Sarge. Now off to Winningham, will fire the three, short. Rebound pulled by Monterey, throws out Winningham, steals it. Dives, puts it up, no good, gets her own rebound. Smallest kid on the court, getting all the rebounds. Now taken away by Lopez. And she'll try to bring it the other way from Monterey. Lopez, long pass up there, driving, they'll throw it over and firing at the buzzer, and no good, or with 6 seconds, no good. Peterson with the rebound is tied up, and it goes to Monterey, but that's going to do it. Clarkrange wins it here tonight. Lady Buffaloes win easily. They pull away at the end. They win your final 81-43. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Jamestown Regional has always been committed to providing the highest quality of patient care. We work hard every day to contribute to the health of our patients and to the well-being of our community by providing many jobs and services. Now we are proud to be serving our community once again as Jamestown Regional Medical Center. JRMC, a Renova Health company, will continue the tradition of providing quality care, comprehensive services, and an experienced team of physicians and caregivers.
confidence, the one word you have to have when you choose a pharmacy. And Clarkrange Drug Center has worked hard to earn yours. Whether filling a prescription or giving advice on non-prescription medicine or health and beauty aids, Clarkrange Drug Center is the place to go for expert advice. Clarkrange Drug Center, always earning your confidence.
The Gary Maxwell Insurance Office offering area insurance is located at 300 West Central Avenue in Jamestown. Get a free quote for your home, auto, life, or business with no obligation to buy. Call 879-1251. Shane Beatty, Katie Cooper, Tammy Robbins, and Brad Raines agents, along with Jeff Robbins, manager, will be happy to assist you. That's Gary Maxwell Insurance, located 300 West Central Avenue with locations in Livingston, Cookeville, and Gainesboro.
Well, the girls' game is a final. The Lady Buffaloes win it easily, 81-48. Taking a look at scoring in this one, Cassie Mundy led all scorers with 24, 23 for Kaylee Mundy, 11 in the game for Reese Stover, 9 for Gracie Bush, 8 for Chloe Howard, 4 for Mackenzie Powell, 2 for Lexi Pierce, 3 in the game for Zoe Smith. For Monterey, they were paced by Anna Hudson with 21. Let's see. Behind her was Caitlin Moorhead with a dozen. Then you had 7 for Adeline, or 2 for Adeline Klaus, 3 for Danielle DiAgostino, 3 for Faith Walker, 2 in the game for Hannah Mueller. Clarkrange wins at 81-48 as they take the girls' contest. And that's when the Lady Buffaloes improve to 7-0, while Monterey falls to 0-7. Don't go anywhere. We got boys action coming up next here on Great American Country. You don't want to miss that. That will be coming up here in just a few minutes, so stick around. We'll have that. We're going to take a break now, though, get our lineups and such, and be ready for the start of the second game in just a few minutes. Played twice, and Monterey took both games 63-57, 58-54. Since 05, Clarkrange 24-7, but Monterey's won the last 4 and 5 out of the last 6 meetings between these two teams. Now, quickly, before we get any further, the York bowling team took on Upperman tonight. The girls lost 22-5 pin count, 24-28 to 17-50. High scores were Sierra Carter, 131. The boys lost 22-5 pin count, 32-93 to 28-17. High scores Andy Wood with 168, 170, and a 216. Trey Franklin 190, Tyler Garrett 190, and 209. District tournament will be next week, so they'll start district tournament action in bowling next week. But the Dragons and Lady Dragons swept tonight, taking on Upperman. Now, let's see, I was looking back to see if we had any scores from, let's see what we've got here. I think we're getting ready for our starting lineups here in just a moment. We'll check our Coach T scoreboard here in a moment. We did know Macon County girls beat Watertown 90-46, and it was Upperman over Smith County 62-28. And we're getting started for the Clarkrange boys. They're going to be starting with Seth Henderson. They've got number 4, Gatlin LaRue. Number 23, Nate Hall. And it's going to be starting with Nick Hall tonight. And Brandon Daughtry will be starting now. A little bit different lineup for the Buffaloes tonight. And now we're going to have the homestanding Wildcats of Monterey. They got Grayson Randolph. Number 20, that is Peyton West. Number 24, Braxton Payne. Number 15, Jackson Boros. And number 32, that is Jackson Billings. So there are your starting lineups for both teams as we get set for this boys matchup. Trying to quickly see if we've got any scores from York's games tonight. And let's see, we've got District 8. Let's see if we can get to it here real quickly. No, we do not have a York score yet. We'll pass that along to you just as soon as we get it. We're getting ready for this one. Boys matchup, Clarkrange and Monterey. Time to line them up, tip it off, and get it on. This one should be a good one, folks. as the opening tip belongs to Monterey. West with the basketball. West going to work it up front, give it over this time to Billings. Billings will cross court it now to Payne. Down the corner to West, inside to Randolph. Randolph to number 32. He'll fire and hit. Billings with a 3 ball, and Monterey takes the early lead. 3-quarter trap now by Monterey. Clarkrange get it up to Nick Hall. Up to Gatlin LaRue. Gatlin in the front court. Gatlin inside to Seth. Seth has it knocked away. Henderson will get it back out to LaRue, and LaRue will set it up. LaRue with the basketball. Lou drives in, gives it over to Nick Hall. Nick inside to Henderson. Henderson back out to LaRue. LaRue will back it out. Clarkrange will reset it. He'll send it down Nick Hall inside to Henderson. Henderson off to the big guy, Daughtry. Daughtry has it stripped and stolen. West will come away with it. West going to drive. West puts up the leaner. No good. Rebound Randolph back up. No good. Rebound Daughtry. They'll make that LaRue. Gatlin with the rebound. Gives it over to Nate Hall. Nate will long ball it to Nick, and Nick will bring it. Nick with the ball down quickly. Gives it over to LaRue. Inside to Henderson. Henderson double teamed. Kicks it back out to Hall. Nate Hall with the basketball. Backs it out. Works it over to LaRue. LaRue with the ball. Goes down underneath to Henderson. Henderson double teamed. Has it stripped and out of bounds off of Monterey. Monterey with some tough defense in this one. And now it's going to be worked in. It's going to be LaRue lobbing it into Nate Hall. Nate back to LaRue, down the corner to Nick. Nick tried to get back to Gatlin, but knocked out of bounds. So LaRue will work it in. Gatlin LaRue on the right side will try to work it in. Gives it in to Nate Hall. Nate with the ball. Nate will bring it around, give it over to Nick. Nick looks three, won't take, goes inside to Henderson. Henderson off to LaRue. LaRue back over to Nate Hall. Nate with the basketball. Goes over to Henderson inside, knocked away by Boros. But knocked away, Boros comes away with it, gives it over to West, and Clarkrange turns it over. Monterey with the ball. They'll work it down quickly to Billings. Billings inside to Randolph. Back up front to West for a 3 off. Rebound pulled this time by Billings. Billings goes underneath, knocked away by Henderson, and out of bounds back to Monterey. Clarkrange with the basketball. They'll work it in this time to Boros. Boros had it knocked away, but gets it back. Gives it over to West. West inside to Randolph. Randolph looks for a cutter, nowhere to go. Now Randolph going to send it back out front to West. Phillips getting ready to check in for Clarkrange. West will down the corner to Billings. Billings back-to-back 3 balls, and Monterey takes an early 6-0 lead with 5:42 to go in the first. We got a timeout by Clarkrange.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
As we get set to get back to action, we did find out that York girls won tonight. Don't know the score, but they did win a big win for the Lady Dragons as that stops the bleeding for them. They were 0-1 in district play after that opening loss to Smithville and DeKalb County. Now they are 1-1 on the district season. With it now, Nate Hall. Nate Hall kicks it down to Nick. Nick underneath to Brandon. Daughtry will lay it up, blocked by Borhaus. Borhaus come in and blocks it away. Long pass up to Randolph, who lays up no good. Rebound is by Daughtry. Daughtry gets it out to Hall, and Nick Hall will bring it into front court. Nick with the ball over to Nate. Inside to Daughtry. Daughtry back to Nate. Nate with the basketball, comes around the pick. Drives baseline, dished it off to Henderson. Henderson blocked by Payne, no good, and it's going to be tipped around, and Hall tried to save it, but it's out of bounds off of Clarkrange. Henderson got it inside, but his shot rejected. Clarkrange yet to get on the board. We're 3 minutes into the first quarter. And Monterey with the basketball, a 6-point advantage. Front court, it's Payne with the ball left side. Payne down the corner, West. West looks shot, now drives in, goes under to Boros, who puts it up and in. Kevin Boros with 2, and it's now an 8-0 lead for Monterey. Clarkrange with the basketball. They'll send it over to Hall. Hall with the ball. Back over to Nate Hall. Nate going to drive in, kicks it out to Henderson for a 3. Good. Seth Henderson with a 3 ball. And it's back to a 5-point ball game. West going to drive. He's dished it underneath. Knocked away from Boros. It's still on the floor. Going after it, Nate Hall, and coming out with it, Randolph. Randolph going to take it up and under, but a foul on Clarkrange. They're going to whistle Phillips for it. Dadrick's going to pick up his first. At the line will be Grayson Randolph. 8-3 the score. Clarkrange trails Monterey. Just underway here in this boys matchup. About halfway through the first quarter. Free throw good by Randolph. Monterey by 5. LaRue going to come in. Henderson going to come out. Back of the line will be Randolph. And second one, no good. Rebound, Nate Hall. And they say somebody come in. It was a late call. He probably should have waited till he got the other end of the court to call that one. That was an awfully late call by the lower official. Said somebody come in too quick. May have been the right call, but it sure took a long time getting it. And at the line, Randolph will get a second opportunity. Monterey by 6. And the second one trickles over. Now it's good, and we got a foul. And they'll whistle Clarkrange for a foul on that one. And that one's good. And they called that one against Dadrick Phillips, so Phillips just get in the game, and he's got 2 quick fouls. Dadrick will have to go back out. They give the ball back to Monterey. Now, West out of the corner, no good. Borhaus the rebound. Stripped by Hall. It's out of bounds back to Monterey. Clarkrange can't get the rebound, and Monterey with the ball and the lead. It'll be Billings to work it in. Billings lobs it into Payne. Payne with the ball. Payne working out front. Payne sends it over now to Randolph. Randolph with the ball. Randolph to a cutting West, lays it up and in. Peyton West gets the ball, lays it up and in. And now Monterey takes the lead, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds off of Borhaus. Clarkrange throwing the ball into the one place you don't want to take it into. That's the corner. When you go into the corner, you only need to be trapped by one guy because you got 2 defenders, both the sideline and the end line. And now Henderson going to lob it in, throws it away. Clarkrange turns it right back up. Billings going to put up the jumper, no good. Rebound this time by LaRue. LaRue with the ball. LaRue going to bring it the other way. LaRue in the front court. LaRue dives down, gives it to Nate Hall. Nate Hall comes around and sends it over to Nick. Nick down to Smith, to Daughtry. Back out front to Nate Hall. Nate with the basketball. Working out front, and Nate's going to be fouled. And that one's going to go against West. West on the reach, called for the sweep, and that's going to be foul number 1 on him. Dadrick Phillips going to come back in. Clarkrange really struggling here in his first quarter, only 3 points. LaRue with the basketball. LaRue working it out front. Gives it over now to Nick Hall. He'll drop it in low to Henderson. Henderson up, no good. Rebound Henderson again, and we're going to have a foul on the floor on, it looks like Billings. Billings going to be whistled for the personal. Billings gets the foul. 3:10 left to go here in the first quarter. It's 12-3, Monterey. Neither team blistering, but Ball will come into Phillips. Phillips try to get down to LaRue, knocked away and out of bounds. And Monterey just playing a step quicker than Clarkrange right now. Clarkrange will lob it in this time to Nate Hall. Nate with the basketball. Nate working it. Drives over, gives it, actually keeps it. Goes inside to Phillips. Phillips will take a little jumper short. Rebound rolls right to Billings, and Billings will bring it the other way. Billings with the basketball in the front court, pulls up. Billings cross courts it now over to Payne. Payne off to Boros, and Boros called for the travel. Boros turns it right back over. Clarkrange facing full court pressure. They'll bring it in on the end. In the game from Monterey will come Tucker Phillips. Phillips comes in. Billings sets down. Clarkrange girls won 81 to 48 tonight. Nate Hall went long pass up to Gatlin Rue. Too high, too hard. Clarkrange will turn it over. And back comes Monterey with the basketball. West in the front court. Gives it over this time to Payne. Payne inside to Randolph. Randolph with a jump hook, no good. Rebound Boros, back up, no good. Rebound Nick Hall, good job by Nick. Nick will bring it on the run. Nick kicks it off to Henderson. Henderson out front to Nate Hall. Nate will drive the lane. Rejected by Boros. Boros rejected that with some authority. Nate comes up a little gimpy. And now out will go number 15. Into the game will come number 34, Silas Randolph for the first time. Clarkrange brings in Nick Hall. No good. Hits the side of the backboard. Rebound Monterey. And here comes West and the Wildcats. West over to Phillips. Down to Payne. Payne will drive. Payne takes it strong and scores. Paxton Payne with his first two of the ball game. And it's now an 11-point lead for Monterey. Clarkrange inside to Henderson. Throws it away. Tried to get back out to Payne. Turns it over. And back comes Monterey the other way. Payne over right side to Phillips. Phillips going to drive in. Kick it back out to West. West drops it off to Randolph. Randolph blocked from behind as Hall comes up with it. Good job by Hall. And LaRue now will bring it the other way. Hall with the ball. Works it in the front court. Hall comes around pick. Gives it over to Hall, and Hall's going to drive, and he's going to be fouled by Randolph, and that'll be first on Grayson Randolph. Into the game coming in just a moment will be number 25. That is Noah Sailors. Sailors will come in. Randolph will take a seat. 1:19 left to go here in the first quarter. As Daedrick gets the inbounds pass, drops it in. Daedrick with the basket, and the Buffaloes go cut the lead to 9. Daedrick stops the bleeding for the Buffaloes with 68 seconds to go here in the quarter. Nate Hall going to walk across the timeline with it, or West with the ball, I should say. West going to give it to Payne. 55 seconds left to go. Payne over to West. West will take the little jumper, good. West gets 2 more. And it's back to an 11-point Monterey lead. Clarkrange with the basketball. Nate Hall in the front court over to Nick Hall. Nick inside to Daedrick. Daedrick drops, good pass to Henderson. And Henderson's hammered. I don't know who got him. They'll give you a call against Payne or Sailors. That'll be Paxton Payne, his first, team's fourth. And at the line, Seth Henderson. Henderson and Phillips, all the points for the Buffaloes. Free throw, good. Seth now with 4 points, looking for 5. Second one, no good. Rebound pulled this time by the big guy, number 34, Randolph. Silas Randolph, that is. With it out front is West. Monterey will go for the last shot of the quarter. West with the ball, drives down, dumps it over to Randolph, out to Sailors. Sailors with the ball. Back out front now to Phillips, down in the corner to West. West going to drive, send it out front to Payne. Payne down to West in the corner. West with the ball, and West going to be fouled by Nick Hall. Nick has his first of the ball game. Monterey will bring it in. 9.3 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Ball comes into Payne. Payne over to West. West at 5. West going to drive in, kick it out to Payne. Payne for a 3. No good. We're into one. End of one. It's Monterey 16. Clarkrange 6.
With the recent sale of your local Fred's Pharmacy to Walgreens, here at MetaThrift Pharmacy, we want to make it easy for current Fred's Pharmacy customers to transfer your medications. If you would like to continue doing business with a locally owned independent pharmacy that treats you like family, then we invite you to transfer your Fred's Pharmacy prescriptions to MetaThrift Pharmacy. Hello, my name is Jinky Stevens. I am blessed to now be part of the MetaThrift family. You will love the personal touch of a locally owned pharmacy where we treat our customers just like family. Come by and see us or call 931-879-8133 and we'll do the rest.
Like a great sports team needs a great captain to lead them, a county needs a great executive to move it forward. And Fentress County has it in Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy believes in this county and its endless possibilities. So for great sports and a great county, be like County Executive Jimmy Johnson and back Fentress County all the way.
Well, it will be Clarkrange basketball to start the second quarter. They trail by 10 after the first. Monterey jumped out early, led 8-0. Clarkrange now trails by 10, 16-6. Come back in for the Buffaloes will be Henderson, LaRue, Phillips, Hall, and Hall. Hall brothers with the ball now is Nate Hall. Over to Nick Hall, back out front to Gatlin. LaRue back to Nate Hall. Nate with the ball. Cross courts it to Nick Hall. Back over to Nate Hall. Back out front now to LaRue. Over to Nick Hall, or Nate Hall, down low to Henderson. Back up to LaRue, off to Nick. Nick will fire for 3. Good! In the nick of time, he drops the 3 ball home, and it's a 7-point ball game. Monterey with the basketball. Working in the front court will be West. West with the ball. West sends it over this time to Phillips. They'll key down the corner to Sailors. Sailors for a 3, in and out, no good. Rebound taken away by Silas Randolph out to West, short on the 3. Rebound LaRue. LaRue with the ball. Has it knocked away from behind. We're going to have a foul on, I believe, Grayson. No, they're going to call it against number 4. Tucker Phillips picks up his first. Clarkrange with the ball. 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Trailing by 7. Gatlin LaRue will bring it in the front court. LaRue with the ball. LaRue over to Hall. Hall cross courts it to Nate Hall. Skip pass. They'll go inside to Henderson. He can't handle the pass, and West comes away with it. West on the run, goes 1-on-4, puts it up, and he's going to draw the foul. And Clarkrange bailed him out on that one. He had a 1-on-4, and Clarkrange went after it, and LaRue picks up the personal. Gatlin has his first of the ball game. 4th team foul on the Buffaloes, as at the line will be Peyton West. First one's good. He's got 5 on the night. Looking for number 6. Second one, good as well. Hits both ends of it. And coming in now for Monterey will be number 10, Cody Allen. Allen checks in. And as Clarkrange with the ball, trailing by 9. Front court, LaRue. LaRue takes up, gives it off to Nate Hall. Nate Hall down to Phillips. Back to Nate. Nate will drive through, give it over to LaRue. LaRue back to Nate. Nate will drive in, back it out, cross it over to Nick. Nick will fire for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound, Randolph. Randolph with the board, and here comes Monterey. Randolph in the front court, over to Sailors. Sailors with the ball. Looking for Silas. Randolph sends it out front to Allen. Allen down in the corner this time to Phillips. Phillips back out front now to Randolph. Randolph with the ball, working it out front. Down the corner, they'll send it inside to Randolph. Randolph Silas Randolph blocked by Nate Hall. Good job by Nate. Nate got that one, blocked it away, and here come the Buffaloes. They'll work it inside to Phillips. Phillips get it over to Nate Hall. Nate Hall back out to LaRue. LaRue for a long three. No good, and that's going to go out of bounds. Payne will check back in. Billings will check back in. Boros will check back in. As Phillips, Sailors, and also Silas Randolph leave the floor. Under 5.5 minutes to go in the first half. We'll talk Coach Lamar Rogers at halftime. Plus we'll have our old Ben Franklin Ford halftime stats. Randolph with the ball, gives it over now to Billings. Billings with the basketball. Billings to Allen. Now off to Payne. Payne with the ball. Payne looking to drive all the way in, takes it up, scoop shot, rolls and drops. Tough shot by Paxton Payne, but it goes. And the Wildcats take back an 11-point lead. Clarkrange into front court. Hall with the ball down low to Phillips, picked off by Boros, out quickly to Allen. Allen with the basketball. Gives it up to Payne. Payne to the right side, drives, backs it out, gives it up to Randolph. Randolph come around the pick of Boros. Over to Payne. Payne drives in, get back to Randolph for a three. Short, rebound taken away, Seth Anderson. Good job by the Buffaloes, and here comes Clarkrange with the basketball. Walking it into front court will be Nate Hall. Gives it over to LaRue. LaRue back up front to Nate. Nate off to Nick Hall, right side. Now cross court to LaRue. Back to Nate Hall. Over to Nick. Inside to Phillips. Phillips will take the little jumper. No good. Rebound Boros. Boros kicks it out to Payne, and Payne will bring it. Payne with the ball. Payne going to drive the left side. Pulls up on the wing. Gives it out front now to Billings for a three. Short, gets his own rebound though. Payne gets it to him, and now back to Billings. Billings with the ball. Over to Payne. Payne will send it off this time to Allen. Allen inside. They'll go to Boros. Boros knocked away. Gets it back. Takes it down the corner to Billings. Billings will drive in. Get it back out to Allen. Allen in the lane. Off to Payne. And Payne is going to be fouled by Phillips. And Dadrick's going to pick up his third personal. That'll bring Daughtry back off the bench. Brandon Daughtry will come in. And we got a timeout on the floor. Timeout with 3:26 to go in the first half. It's 29.
Right now at Pizza Hut.
Get 2 medium 2-topping Pizza Hut pizzas.
For just $5.99 each.
That's the perfect pair.
At the perfect price.
Order however you want.
Delivery or carry out.
Call or click.
Get one for me.
And me.
Or just you and yours.
Everyone gets what they want.
So get your perfect pair now.
2 medium 2-topping pizzas.
Just $5.99 each.
Because no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Ask for this offer. Additional charge for extra cheese, select crust types, and additional toppings. Product availability, prices, participation, delivery areas, and charges, and minimum purchase required for delivery may vary. Delivery charge is not a driver tip.
Back to action now. We've got Clarkrange with the basketball. Or actually, it'll be Payne with the ball. He's going to the line. That's right. Ended on a foul as Payne fires and hits the front end of it. Monterey up now by a dozen. Second one by Payne. Is no good. Rebound off, and it's off of him out of bounds. Randolph couldn't hang on to it. He goes out of bounds, and back will come Clarkrange. Full court pressure by Monterey. They're working in Nate Hall. Nate going to be trapped in the court. Gets over to Henderson. Long pass up to LaRue. LaRue with the ball. Gatlin has it stolen away by Boros. Over to Billings. Billings for three. Air ball. Rebound Randolph. Randolph goes inside to Payne. Payne fights it up. No good. Boros follows. We're going to get LaRue on the back. Clarkrange is not getting to the boards. Be number 2 on LaRue. At the line will be Borhaus. Borhaus at the line. Free throw, no good. Borhaus will have another one. Second one, no good. Missed both ends of it. Rebound Henderson. Henderson to Nick Hall, and Nick will bring it. Nick with the ball, works it in the front court. Nick works it over to Gatlin. Gatlin with the ball. Gatlin working right side, goes low to Daughtry. Daughtry back out to Hall. Cross courts it over to Nate Hall. Nate Hall back up front to Gatlin. Gatlin with the ball. They try to go underneath to Anderson. Stolen away by Daughtry. Puts it up, no good. Rebound taken away Randolph. Randolph comes the other way with it. Back up the other way is West. West over to the big guy Randolph. No good. Rebound taken away by Boros. He'll give it up to Randolph. Randolph with the ball. Sends it to Billings. Billings drives down, gives it over to Payne. Payne going to drive. Payne blocked by Henderson. Good job by Seth on that one. Good D by the Buffaloes. And back the other way will come Clarkrange with the ball. They'll give it down to Hall. Nick Hall to Nate Hall in the corner. Back up front to Gatlin. Gatlin LaRue with the ball. LaRue going to work it over to Nate Hall inside to Henderson. Tried to get low to Daughtry. And it's knocked away, stolen by Monterey. Just under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Clarkrange with the turnover. Monterey with the basketball. They'll go inside this time to Boros. Boros out to Billings. Now they'll lob it underneath to Boros. Boros out front to Randolph. Randolph with the ball. Now to West. West looking left side. West going to drive. He'll put up the floater. No good, but he's going to be fouled, and I'll see who they call that one against. It'll be Nate, or no. Nate's going to pick up the foul. They just say 22. Well, first they said 23, but that would have been Nate. No, that's right. It's Nate Hall's number 23. Free throw by West, good. Peyton West now with 7 points. Looking for 8. Free throw, good. West hits both ends of it. He's got 8 now. Clarkrange the other way. Stolen away by Billings. Billings up to Boros. Boros quickly to Randolph. Randolph up and good. Grayson Randolph now with 4 points. And Clarkrange trails by 15. Back the other way. Clarkrange with the ball. Henderson going to drive, stop, and pop. Good. Seth Henderson with 2 more. Long pass stolen by Nick Hall. Had saved it in. Went right to Billings. Billings with the ball. 50 seconds left to go in the first half. 25-11. Monterey by 14. Clarkrange with the basketball. Out front, they'll send it over to Payne. Payne with the ball. Payne out front. Goes to the left side to West. West going to bring back top of the key. Monterey going to go for the last shot of the quarter. Payne down the corner now to Billings. Off to Randolph. Randolph spins, takes the follow-away jumper. No good. Rebound Hall, and Nate will bring it up. Nate with the basketball. Nate Hall in the front court. Nate with the ball. 10 seconds. They got to work it. Nate working against Billings. Going to drive, and Billings going to be called for the hand check. Billings is going to pick up his second. Clarkrange will work it in. 5.9 seconds to go. That's on the 16th foul on Monterey. But that is the second on Billings, so he'll come out and Phillips will come back in. Clarkrange working in, lob it in to Nate Hall. Got 4 seconds. Nate working, looking to make a move. Loses the handle. Boros comes over to West. West will chuck it, and that's your half. We're at halftime of this one. Halftime of this one, it is Clarkrange trailing Monterey 25-11. We'll be back in just a moment.
The kids are back in school and the weather's turning cooler, and that can only mean one thing. Flu season will start soon. This year, Hall Family Pharmacy wants to help you fight the flu. Getting a flu shot means that you are 60% less likely to get the flu virus. This year at Hall Family Pharmacy, we are excited to make a $1 donation to the local children's shopping spree for each flu shot we give. So don't let the flu knock you out, and come by Hall Family Pharmacy for your annual flu shot. You won't be the only one glad you did.
Quality workmanship and exceptional customer service have defined Southeastern Drywall and Construction of Jamestown. From custom-built homes, residential construction, remodeling to commercial construction, Southeastern Drywall and Construction is dedicated to providing the best quality at reasonable prices. We're also looking for good carpenters. Call Southeastern Drywall and Construction at 931-267-5435. A proud supporter of sports and education in our area.
And back here at Monterey High School, where the Buffaloes trail here at the half, 25-11. We'll look at the old Ben Franklin Ford halftime stats here at home. But joining right now, got Coach Lamar Rogers, who's Lady Buffaloes coach. You got out to an early start. It looked like you were going to open this one up, but somebody forgot to tell Monterey they weren't supposed to play.
Well, that's right, Gary. They had number 32, a Hudson girl. We made her basically an All-American tonight. We could not guard her. Did a poor job. We won 81-43, but we didn't play good. Our defense wasn't there, I didn't think, and we wasn't. We're playing Monterey over here, and we kind of mentally wasn't into it. We actually, our dressing room's up top from this gym, and we ran some up there after the game to get their attention for future games. I was told them this wasn't acceptable. We've got to be consistent and put on a try. We want to be as close as we can where we can play championship basketball every night. We didn't play it tonight. And here again, we made 81 points. We shot 50% from the field. But, as you saw the game, we just didn't, our defense wasn't there good enough. They had 23 turnovers, but it just didn't look right, Gary. We had some people made some bad plays, and I'm, I'm holding them accountable. So we ran some up there for about 5 minutes, and that'll help us moving forward.
Coach, it seemed like every time your team started to break it out and blow it wide open, Monterey come back with it's kind of a semi-run. They didn't make a big run at it, but they got it, I believe, to 14 as the closest they ever got it. But they put on a pretty decent showing, especially Hudson and let's see, the other girl's name was Moorhead. Both of those girls were double digits, so they had pretty decent nights.
Well, they did. They played physical too, and we got out rebounded tonight. Of course, most teams are going to be have more size than us. We got the quickness and everything, got the perimeter game, but it might be the first time we've been out rebounded this year. We played Macon County, Cumberland County, Oneida twice, and Scott County, and Dresden out of West Tennessee. So they was a little bit more playing. We played hard and everything, Gary, but they just was Monterey real physical and played. They played very solid tonight, and give Coach Sims a lot of credit and their players. And here again, we took care of business, but it wasn't up to the standards we're trying to set. So we talked about it, and I think we'll do better our next game, and then we got practice tomorrow and everything. But just give them some credit. They did some good stuff and had a quickness at a player or two, and then they had some strong players out there.
Coach, you got Trousdale County on Friday night. What do you know about the Lady Yellow Jackets?
Well, last year a good friend of mine, Jeremy Wilhelm, his dad run around with Coach Enzel when he was at Shelbyville, and I actually was good friends with their family and everything, and he was coaching last year. And they let him go, and they've got a new coach, so we don't know exactly what they're going to do. They had a lot of length last year. They played a 1-2-2 defense. And I think last year my starters played about 2.5 quarters and hit 21 threes on it. We just hit everything we shot at. They've got a girl that transferred from Mount Juliet supposed to have college offers. And, Mount Juliet's a AAA powerhouse, and she's starting, and I think she's originally from Trousdale County, Gary, and they moved back home. So we've got to check her out. She's supposed to be a perimeter player and supposed to be really good, so that's going to make them better. And we just got to go down there and see what all they're going to try to do, and take care of business, and play a little bit better defense than we did tonight and everything. Which holding Monterey 43 points felt like we, just should have done better on that. But so down, going down there, that's a long trip. We're going to buy the nuclear reactor.
Yeah.
That never did far out, but we should be. We want to try to get better every game, Gary, and going to use that game to try to get better.
Talking about a nuclear reactor, a week from tonight, you got the Pekin County Lady Bobcats, and they've got a nuclear reactor in one of Leah Brown.
Yeah, she's a very good offensive player, good player. They've got, I think, 2 starters back, her and the Bilbrey girl, and I think Coach Smith's daughter is a nice player. I don't know who they got playing point. I think we get a chance to watch them maybe Saturday night. They played Sunbright at home, which that won't be much of a game, but we might go down and look just the personnel and see what's going on. But they'll come to Clarkrange undefeated, and we'll see, kind of check each other out the first time, see what all happens and everything.
Well, Coach, well, thank you for joining us. Congratulations on a big win here tonight, and the best of luck. You had Trousdale on Friday.
Thank you a lot, Gary. And want to remind everybody, like next Friday night after the Pekin County game, we've got our state championship night where we'll be honoring all our players for their state championship teams, and want to be sure and promote that some and have everybody come out and remember some of the great players we've had over the years and everything.
Should be an outstanding night with a lot of good memories in that.
Oh,
one.
sure. We might suit some of those up.
Especially after tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we got some really nice players that, it's really dedicated and doing a good job, and so we're real proud of them.
Well, Coach, I want to thank you for joining us again. And once again, folks, we're going to take a quick time out for a word from Old Ben Franklin Ford. Folks, if you're going looking for a Ford, head to the country in Wartburg and check out Old Ben Franklin Ford.
Hello, everyone. This is Bruce Babb, GM Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee. And we're wanting to get your Christmas started with an exciting program we're offering from now to December the 31st. Buy any new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, and you'll receive up to $500 in Santa bucks. In addition to this, you'll be placed into a drawing for a big screen TV that we're doing on December the 31st. Santa bucks today. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country.
And back here now on our halftime stats, brought to you by Old Ben Franklin Ford. Folks, remember, if you're looking for a Ford, they're cheaper in the country. So check out Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg. Looking at our scoring, I almost gave you the girls scoring again. Boys scoring in this first half, not a lot for the Buffaloes. They've got 6 points for Seth Anderson, 3 for Nick Hall, 2 in the game for Daedric Phillips. For Monterey, they have all their first 5 with points on the board, 8 for Peyton West, 6 for Jackson Billings, 5 in the game for Paxton Payne, 4 for Grayson Randolph, and 2 in the game for Kevin Borhaus. At the end of one, it was 16-6, but Monterey outscored Clarkrange 9-5 in the second quarter, late 25-11 here at the half. We're going to take another word from our Old Ben Franklin Ford halftime stats. Old Ben Franklin Ford. Fords are cheaper in the country, so head on over to Wartburg, folks.
Hello, everyone. This is Bruce Babb, GM Old Ben Franklin Ford in Wartburg, Tennessee. And we're wanting to get your Christmas started with an exciting program we're offering from now to December the 31st. Buy any new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, and you'll receive up to $500 in Santa bucks. In addition to this, you'll be placed into a drawing for a big screen TV that we're doing on December the 31st. And if you're worried about buying during the holiday season, Ford's offering 0% financing on all models, plus buy any new Ford and have no payments until March of 2019. We have financing for all types of credit. We say yes when others say no. Just give us a call, 423-346-6227, or visit us online at oldbenfranklinford.com. Come see us and get your Santa bucks today. Remember, folks, Fords are cheaper out in the country.
Well, back here where we're getting set for the second half to get underway with this one, we did find out the York Lady Dragons won 61-59. Congratulations to York. Picked up their first district win of the season, and we appreciate the score on that one as Aaron getting the score somewhere. I don't know where she got it from, but York won by 2, and that's a big win for the Lady Dragons. And they fallen to 0-2 in the district. They had a real big hole to climb out of, but a big win for them. And as we said, York's bowling team tonight was swept by Upperman tonight. Upperman winning both those bowling matches tonight, and that's a tough loss for them. And Upperman girls basketball team won 62-28, and Macon County girls beat Watertown 90-46. And Clarkrange beat Monterey 81-48. It's Monterey basketball to start the second half. They're up by 14, and it's Peyton West. Payne, you've got Billings, and right off the bat, steal by LaRue. LaRue steals it, gives it over to Hall. Hall's going to take it hard against Boros. Lays it up and in. Good job by Nick Hall to use his body to shield off Boros, and it's back to a 12-point ball game. Clarkrange coming out with some intensity. They're going to give it to West. West with the ball. West way out front. West working it. West going to the right side, gives it up to Payne. Now over to Billings. Billings inside to Randolph. Randolph down the corner to West. West for three short. Rebound on the floor, and coming away with it was West. West come away with it. Luckily, Daedric Phillips didn't pick up his fourth there as he and West were jockeying for the ball. Billings with the ball. Billings going to drive the right side all the way down baseline. Gives it off to Randolph. Randolph with it. Over to Payne. Payne with the basketball. Gives it inside to West. West a little jumper good. Peyton West with the two, and it's back now to a 14-point ball game. Clarkrange with the basketball. Chance to cut in this lead. Clarkrange really shot poorly in that first half. Out front, LaRue. LaRue with the ball. Goes over to Nathan. Nathan Hallwood goes inside this time to Seth. Out to Nate. Nate's going to drive. Drops it low to Phillips. Phillips a little shot short. Boros cleans the boards, and here comes Monterey. Payne with the ball. Payne in the front court. Payne going to drive. Leaves it for Randolph. Randolph over to Billings. Billings down the corner to West. West going to drive baseline, cut off, throw it away. Picked off by Phillips out quickly is Nick Hall. Nick drives down, gives it over to Gatlin LaRue. LaRue spins, throws it over to Hall. Hall for the three ball, no good. Rebound followed up by Daedric Phillips, good. Daedric with a big basket. It's back to a 12-point game. Clarkrange trying to get back into this one. 5:55 left to go here in quarter three. It's a 12-point Monterey lead. To the left side, Payne with the ball. Payne going to drive all the way to Rack. High floater, no good. Rebound knocked away, but Monterey comes up with the end to Boros. Boros takes it up strong, no good. Rebound pulled by Nick Hall. Hall to Nate Hall, and here come the Hall brothers. Long pass up to LaRue. LaRue with it in front court. Inside to Phillips. Can't handle the pass. Goes right through his hands. Taken away by Payne. Payne has it stolen by Nate Hall. Good job by Nate as he picks his pocket on that one. And the Buffaloes with the basketball right back. Clarkrange trying to get under 10 on this one. They can hit the three. They can get under 10 on the scoreboard. LaRue with the ball. LaRue way out front. Kicks it over to Hall. Nick Hall back to LaRue. LaRue inside to Phillips. Phillips, great pass into Henderson. Henderson back out to Hall. Over to LaRue. LaRue for a three. No good. Rebound taken away by Boros. Boros gets hit in the eye. And he comes up now with the ball and over to Billings. Billings, and we got timeout as Monterey wants to talk about it. Timeout on the floor, 4:51 left to go here in quarter number three. It's a 12-point Monterey lead.
We want you. Join and become a member today. Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union. A better way to bank. Federally insured by NCUA. Online at ucfcu.org.
It's no secret that a good education has the power to change a life. That's why Micrometals Incorporated is a strong supporter of our local schools. Micrometals is now accepting applications for different positions. We offer several benefits, including medical, dental, vision, and life insurance, short-term disability, 8 paid holidays, paid vacation after 6 months, profit sharing, 401k retirement, and more. Apply in person at 1049 Owens Road, Jamestown, or online at powdermetalparts.net.
Back to action, Monterey with the basketball. Out front is Billings. Billings with the ball. Billings working it. Goes inside to Payne. Payne has it knocked away, stolen by Nick Hall. Nick comes out with it. Nick on the run. Nick in the front court. Kicks it cross court now to LaRue. LaRue off to Henderson. Henderson, the little jumper, no good. Rebound pulled this time by Payne. Payne over to West. West will drop it low to Randolph. Randolph backs it out. Has it knocked away and almost stolen by Henderson, and that was a situation where Henderson, Randolph kind of gestured the ball toward him, and Henderson just knocked it out. Billingsley into West. West for a quick three. Short. Rebound is by LaRue. LaRue with the ball. Gatlin going to bring it up. Gatlin with the basketball, trailing by 12. 4 minutes to go in the third. LaRue drives, has it stolen away by Billings. Long pass out to West. He'll drop it off to Randolph, but throws it away. Tried to dish it back to Randolph, throws it away, and here come the Buffaloes. Clarkrange in the front court. Drive down Hall, and Hall's going to be fouled by Payne. That'll be... No, that's going to be a West. That'll be 2 on Peyton West. Nate Hall will bring it in. Nate will step out to bring it in for the Buffaloes. Throws it over to Nick. Now off to Phillips. Back out front to LaRue. LaRue for a three. Won't go. Rebound taken down. Long pass back to Payne. Payne will lay it up. Missed it. Payne had the layup. Couldn't get it to go, and Clarkrange cleans it. Back the other way. Nick Hall with the ball. Nick into Henderson. Throwed it behind him and picked out by Randolph. Randolph brings it the other way. Randolph drives down over to Billings. Billings wide open in the corner, no good. Rebound Randolph. Randolph has it knocked out of his hands and going to the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. And it will go to, I believe, Clarkrange on the all-name possession. It does. Good job by LaRue on that one. Clarkrange will work it in here in just a moment. Or should be Clarkrange basketball, as they say. It's Buffalo ball. They're cleaning the floor now, and then we'll get the jump ball. It goes Clarkrange on the all-name possession. We got full court pressure by Monterey. Clarkrange has struggled against the pressure tonight. Monterey outscored Clarkrange 16-6 in the first, and they outscored them 9-5 in the second. Neither team blistering it tonight. Nate Hall picks the ball up, gives it over to Henderson. Henderson, long pass up to LaRue. LaRue with the ball. LaRue's going to drive down in the lane, kicks it over to Phillips. Phillips drives in, dumps out to Henderson. Henderson's going to be fouled. And that'll go against Payne. Good job by Henderson to take it hard to the rack. Payne's going to pick up his second personal. And at the line, Henderson will have a chance here. Henderson toes the line. Hits it. Good job by Henderson. Rolls over the rim for one. It's down to an 11-point ball game. He can cut it to 10 with this one. 27-16. Needless to say, neither team's shooting the eyes out of it. Second one rolls off the rim, though. And we got somebody in too quick this time for Monterey. And that time the whistle blew much quicker. Seth will go back to the line and have another opportunity here. Seth can cut it back to 10. Second one, no good. Rebound, Borhaus. Borhaus gets it out to Payne, and Payne's going to bring it with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. 27-16. Payne drives in, sends it over to West. West with the ball. West down in the corner. They'll take it to Billings. Billings with the ball. Off to West. West going to cut to a cutting, and we got an offensive foul on Monterey. Borhaus called for the foul. Borhaus picks up his first personal. And Borhaus going to kick the ball as he tried to bring it in. It'll go out of bounds back to Clarkrange. Full court pressure by Monterey. They'll bring it in this time to Nick Hall. Nick loses the hand line out of bounds. Clarkrange turns it over, and Monterey gets it right back with 2:43 to go here in the third quarter. Ball goes over to West. West with the ball. West out front. West working. West to the left side. Drives down. Looks inside. Now just takes the jumper. No good. Rebound Gatlin LaRue. He tries to kick it out, but it's knocked away by Billings. Then knocked away by LaRue. Good job to Phillips. Phillips going to take it, bounce off, and put it up and in, and that's good. And we're going to count it. And the Monterey wants an offensive goaltending, but we're going to get LaRue, I believe, on the push afterwards. So count the basket for Nick Hall, and then LaRue's going to be called for a push. And Coach West won the offensive goaltending, but actually the ball done went through before Hall grabbed the rim. And so with 2:22 left to go, it's now a 9-point ball game. Clarkrange got it under 10. Allen's going to check back in. Allen comes in with Payne out front, and West is headed to the locker room. I'm not sure what's going on there. West is going to the locker room. They get back out front to Billings. Billings with the basketball. Billings looking, gives it in to Randolph. Randolph going to lob it underneath the Boros. Knocked away, good hands by Henderson. Here come the Buffaloes. Nick Hall with the basketball. Nick in the front court. Anthony Cottle getting ready to check in. He'll drive it low to Henderson. Henderson can't handle it. That's one of those situations, a little too much mustard on that one. As Cottle comes in now, Anthony Cottle in for the first time. Clarkrange playing without Keith Whited, as he's not here tonight with the Buffaloes, and back will come Monterey the other way with the ball and a 9-point lead. Allen in the front court. Allen gives it over this time to Payne. Payne drives, dumped it low to Randolph. Randolph going to send it back out front now to Billings. Billings over to Randolph. Randolph with the ball. Randolph looking to go over to Boros. Throws it across to Allen. Allen traveled with it, but no call. It's quickly over to Billings. Billings going to fire the three and hit. Billings has 3 3 balls on the night. And now up will come Nate Hall with the basketball. Nate in the front court. Gives it over to Cottle. Cottle with the basketball. Cottle tried to go other side, turn around, just threw that one right to Boros. And LaRue's going to check back in. In the front court now will be Payne. Payne with the ball. 50 seconds left to go here in the third. Monterey by a dozen. They'll drive over, give it off to Payne. Payne left wing. Back up front now to Billings. Billings looking to drive. Billings going to drive, and Nick Hall's going to be called for the foul. Nick's going to pick up his second. Not sure what happened to Peyton West. He got up and went to the locker room. It will be LaRue coming in, and Cottle will come run back out as LaRue re-enters the lineup. As we said, Clarkrange playing without Keith Whited tonight. As Monterey looking to work it, they'll throw it in high and hard to Payne, stolen away by Nick Hall. Nick got it to Nate. Nate up, and he's going to be fouled, and Nate went hard. As Payne went for the block, he caught Nate in midair, and Payne's going to pick up his third, and Nate's okay, he says. He'll go to the line. Nate with a strong move. Good movement by the Hall brothers. As back of the line will be Nathan. Free throw, good. Nate with his first of the night. Looking for his second. Can cut this back now to a 10-point ball game with this one. 31.9 seconds left to go in the third. Second one, no good. Rebound, Randolph. Randolph with the ball. Randolph going to bring it. Randolph going to work it in the front court. Randolph to the right side, comes back out front to Billingsley. Billingsley looking to drive, or Billings I should say, now gives it over to Payne. Watch Billings in the corner, that's where he likes to sit up at, and we got a timeout called by Monterey. Timeout with 15.7 seconds to go here in the third. It's 30-19, Monterey.
Local pharmacies are the cornerstone of any small town. Our locally owned drug centers have been a pillar in our community for many years now. At Hall Family Pharmacy, we are excited to continue that tradition of local, hometown pride and values in a pharmacy. We are accepting new customers, and we are excited to work with each and every one of you. We strive to make prescription transfers as worry-free as possible, and we can even handle the transfer for you. Just bring us your prescription. You have a choice. Please choose local and stay local with Hall Family Pharmacy. Come visit us today.
And back to action now. West is back out here. He comes out, and he will come back into the game. 15.7 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Monterey with an 11-point lead. Out front is Payne. Payne works it over, and he'll get around the pig, give it over to And now Payne going to have to chuck one. Air ball's it, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're through three. It's Clarkrange 19, Monterey 30.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. When you schedule your fall maintenance with Condition Heating and Cooling, they will clean, calibrate, test, and ensure your heating system is in proper working order. Let them find and correct issues before they become major problems. You can take advantage of discounts up to $1,000 on new energy-saving American Standard heating and air conditioning units. See dealer for details. Offer won't last long, so call to schedule your appointment today.
Call 879-5909. Conditioned heating and cooling.
Whether you're competing on the athletic field or working hard in the classroom, remember you have the support of First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. We're behind you 100% of the way. Good luck to all the area teams. Play tough and play fair. And remember, when it comes to helping you with your banking needs, we're First Volunteer Bank, the bank with personality. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
And now over and over, it's First Volunteer for you.
Final frame of this one, and Monterey with the basketball to start this last quarter, an 11-point advantage. It'll be West, Allen, Borjas, Randolph, and Payne in the game. Scored passed on to you, Van Buren County up into Jackson County, 49-19 tonight. Jackson County really struggling with any offense in girls. Driving down is West, and West going to be fouled by Nick Hall. Nick's going to pick up his third. And neither team's in the bonus. That's only the third team foul on the Buffaloes in the second half. Ball will come in this time to Randolph. Randolph off to Payne. And let's see, Trousdale County Nye girls beat Gordonsville a final 68-48. And now we got a turnover by Monterey. They turn it over. They throw it away. Clarkrange with the ball. They'll work it into Nate Hall. Nate looking to drive. Now we'll give it over to Seth. Henderson up quickly to LaRue. He'll try to cross court it, knocked up in the air and picked off by Allen. Allen with a steal, and Randolph got a paw on it, knocked it up in the air, and Randolph got the easy one. Allen, I should say, got the easy one. Allen with the basketball out front. Allen going to drive in, give it over to Randolph. Randolph down the corner to Allen. Allen for a three, no good. Rebound Borjas. Borjas back out front to Payne. Payne going to drive. Payne took a lot of run on that one, lays it up and in. Paxton Payne gets two. Clarkrange the other way. Nick Hall with it. Nick coast to coast. Circuit shot no good. It rolls off the rim and back comes Monterey. Long pass picked off by Nate Hall. Hall with the basketball. Hall going to drive all the way to Rack. Lays it up good and he's fouled. And Nate going to go to the line for a chance for the natural three. As back in now will come Silas Randolph. Borjas will take a seat. And the official talking to Nate to see if he's all right. And Nate says he's okay. And we'll see Nate go to the line going for the natural three. Nate looking for the natural three. He can cut this back to a 10-point ball game with this one. Shot good. No, it goes off the rim. Ball was going to go, but on the rebound, we got a hand check on Phillips. And Phillips now on the brink of extinction. Dater going to pick up his fourth personal. So he's on the brink of extinction. And Nick Hall will come out now, and in the game will come Brandon Daughtry. Daughtry will check in as West will walk it up. West taking his time. His team up by 11. 6.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Ball goes over to Payne. Payne back out front. Goes over now to Phillips, who checked in. Down the corner to Randolph. Randolph goes inside, stolen by Daedrick Phillips. Daedrick on the run. It's Daedrick against Phillips. Phillips against Phillips. He goes up, rolls out, does not go. Rebound taken away by Randolph, and he'll bullet one. And look out, cheerleaders. He took that one out of you. Randolph chucked that one. He looked like he's going for the home run ball on that one, and he almost drilled a cheerleader down there. Guess next time he asks her out, she'll go. 6:11 left to go here in the quarter. Clarkrange with the basketball. Nate Hall picks up his dribble, goes over to Henderson. Henderson with the basketball. Henderson comes out front to Nate Hall now to Henderson. Back over to Nate Hall. Nate with the ball. Goes over to LaRue. LaRue up to Phillips. Phillips with the ball. Phillips drives in, and we got a hand check on somebody. And that's Walt West will pick up his third personal. Clarkrange will work it in. Henderson going to set it into play. Ball comes in now to LaRue. LaRue going to go inside to Phillips. Phillips a little jumper short. Rebound tipped out by Daughtry, but right to Phillips of Monterey. Over to Payne, and Payne going to break 5.5 minutes left to go in this one. Monterey with an 11-point lead. Ball goes inside to Randolph. Randolph lobs it under the other Randolph will lay it up in. Good pass from Silas to Grayson Randolph, and Silas Randolph dumps it low, and now it's a 13-point lead for Monterey. Hall going to bring it up, gives it over to LaRue. LaRue drives all the way to the ring. Is going to be fouled. And that one's going to go against the other Randolph, Silas Randolph. His first of the game. 5:13 left to go here in the ball game. LaRue going to go to the line. LaRue has a 1-and-1. First one rolls out though. Rebound taken away by Randolph. Randolph over to Payne, and Payne will walk it up. Payne with the basketball. Neither of these teams have been lights out shooting, to say the very least. Ball goes down the corner this time to West. West inside to Phillips. Phillips drives down, gives it over to Silas Randolph. Back out front to Payne. Payne off to West. West with the ball. Gives it up to Payne. Payne will drive, put up the floater, no good. Rebound Silas Randolph back up and good. And there's the size of Silas Randolph, gets his first two of the night. And Clarkrange wants a timeout. We got 4.5 minutes left to go in this one, just over it. And it's a 36-21.
Over 80% of business owners say loyal customers are the keys to a successful business. At Hall Family Pharmacy, we appreciate our loyal customers and want to thank you by offering you a copay pass. With the Hall Family Pharmacy Customer Loyalty Program, come by the pharmacy and pick up a punch card. Every time you fill a prescription, you will get a punch on the card. When the card is full, bring it in and get your copay pass. It's a simple way for us to say thank you for your business. So stop by Hall Family Pharmacy to get your Customer Loyalty Program punch card today.
An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. When you schedule your fall maintenance with Condition Heating and Cooling, they will clean, calibrate, test, and ensure your heating system is in proper working order. Let them find and correct issues before they become major problems. Or you can take advantage of discounts up to $1,000 on new energy-saving American Standard heating and air conditioning units. See dealer for details. Offer won't last long, so call to schedule your appointment today.
Call 879-5909. Conditioned Heating and Cooling.
As we get set to get back to action, Monterey with their biggest lead of the night now with 4.5 minutes left to go, 4:35 to be exact. Clarkrange will work it in. It will be walked across Nate Hall. Nate with a shot, the drive to the right side, goes inside to Phillips. Phillips lobs underneath to Henderson. Henderson loses his balance, can't get it to go. And back comes Monterey. Monterey down the corner to Randolph. Back up front now to Phillips. Phillips with the basketball. Back up front to West, and West will set it up. 4:10 left to go in the quarter. They'll get to Randolph. Randolph a long three, no good. Rebound Nate Hall. Nate going to push it. Nate taking it to the rack is going to be hit by West, and West for his personal. So Peyton West is almost out of this one. He's on the brink of extinction in this one. And that'll bring Billings back in. Billings will come in with 4 minutes and a tick left to go in this one. Clarkrange trailing by 15. Nate Hall can cut into it though. Nate going the line, missed his last two. And he hits this one. Now 2 of 4. Looking to go 60% on the night with 4.1 seconds, or 4 minutes and 1 second is what I'm trying to say, folks. Second one, no good. Rebound, Seth Henderson, no. Good job over to Hall. Hall with the ball out to LaRue. LaRue for a three. No good. Rebound taken away, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Nate Hall. And Nate's going to pick up his second. Full court pressure by the Buffaloes now, as Monterey will work it in on their own end, or on the far end. Moving left to right. They'll work it up. Payne going to get it off. Stolen away by Henderson. Henderson out to Hall. Hall's going to take it down in. Has it knocked away. It's going to be out of bounds. And they say off of the knee of Hall and out of bounds. Clarkrange another turnover. As Monterey will work it in from the corner. 3:42 left to go in the game. Monterey by 14. With the ball comes Billings. Billings throws it over to Phillips. Phillips up to Grayson. Randolph over to Silas. That was a good catch, but Silas ran off. And now we're going to have a sweep foul. And that's going to do it for Daedric Phillips. He's going to foul out with 4 points on the night. And 3:29 left to go in the ball game. So Phillips becomes the first casualty of this one. And Daughtry will check in. All right, we want to remind you that they are playing without Keith White. I'm not sure, what the situation is there. That ball goes into Randolph. Silas Randolph lays it off the glass and good. Silas Randolph just using that size. Silas Randolph makes it a 16-point lead, the biggest of the night for Monterey with 3:15 to play. Nick Hall for three. No good. Rebound Randolph. Grayson Randolph over to Allen. Allen with the basketball. Gives it up now to Payne. Payne going to work it around. Payne drops it off to Randolph. Grayson Randolph backs it out. 3 minutes left to go in this one. Randolph will just back it out, slow it up. Sends it over this time to Payne. Payne with the ball. Off to Randolph, down to Grayson Randolph. He'll spin, and I don't know what you call that. He traveled with it. Well, I guess you call it a walk. That's what I'm saying. I'm not quite sure what that move was, but it was a walk. Boros will check back in, and Randolph will come out. Grayson Randolph going to sit down with 2:43 to go, and it's a 16-point Monterey lead. Clarkrange into front court comes LaRue. LaRue give it over to Hall. Hall back out to LaRue. LaRue looking. Goes inside to Henderson, down to Nate Hall. Nate's going to drive, kick it out, and we got a foul on the ground by Silas Randolph. His second. And Nate's going to go back to the line. Nate 50% on the night. Nate going to step to the line. Free throw good. He's going to have one more. West and Grayson Randolph come back in. It's a 15-point ball game. Cut it to 14 with just under 2.5 minutes left to play. Clarkrange girls won handily earlier. Second one good as well. Nate drops them both home, and he's got on the night. He's now got 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Ball comes into Randolph. Randolph with the ball. Randolph going to sprint up court. Kicks over, stolen by Nate Hall. Nate's going to drive in for the layup. Good job by Nate. And we're going to have a timeout call for Monterey. Timeout 2:17 to go. It's 38-26.
Between college visits, applications, and securing financial aid, we know that preparing for college can be stressful. That's why Twin Lakes is here to help. Twin Lakes is proud to partner with the Foundation for Rural Service to offer scholarship opportunities for graduating seniors. Visit www.twinlakes.net to download the application. Don't wait. Applications must be postmarked by March 1st of 2019. So apply today. Some restrictions apply. See the application for full eligibility rules.
Well, the Buffaloes have cut it back down to 12 as Monterey will work it in from the baseline. Clarkrange could use a steal here. They're going to have to get a lot of points very quickly. They got 2 minutes, 17 seconds left to go in the final frame. And it will be Billings to put it into play. Billings Billings looking to bring it in. Looking. And the 5-second call, I start saying, got to get a 5 on that one because they never got the ball in. And Chris Lamar Rogers showing me some pictures of roads back home, and it doesn't look good, folks. A lot of snow looks like on the ground up and around our area, so maybe a little treacherous going home. As with the basketball, they'll lob it underneath. That is up by Daughtry, no good. Daughtry goes back, cleans the boards though, and Daughtry going to take it up. He's going to be fouled by Boros. Good job by Daughtry to stay after it. And Brandon going to go to the line for a couple of them here. He can cut this to 10. Brandon has the line. First one, no good from the iron. .208 left to go in this one, and be careful. He may have traveling out. Be careful. I talked to. All right, now, wait a minute. Randolph come in way too quick on that one. I was starting to say they got to let Daughtry have another one. Randolph stepped in before he shot the ball. And Dirter from Coach Jaylena Jones on the York bowling team, it was getting slick out there, very hazardous, so she said when they were coming back. Second one, no good. He missed them both. Rebound pulled down by Monterey. West, long pass up to Payne. Payne going to hold it up. We hit the 2-minute mark. Clarkrange will have to start fouling soon as LaRue guarding Payne. Payne going to drive down, back it out. Payne works it, gives it over to Billings. Billings with the ball. Billings almost has it stolen, drives in, kicks it over to Randolph. Clarkrange's going to have to start fouling, trailing by a dozen. They need the ball several times. And we're going to have a foul on Nick Hall. Nick's going to pick up foul number 4. And probably the one player you don't want to send to the line is Peyton West. And West's going to step to the line with 96 seconds left to go in this one. Peyton West has had a good night. He's got 10 on the night. I think he's leading all Monterey scorers on the night. Free throw, good. 39-26. Monterey by the baker's dozen now. Second one good as well. It's a 14-point lead for Monterey. 1:30 left to go in the ball game. Hall, where the ball gets over to Nick Hall. He'll fire the long 3, no good. Rebound out to LaRue. LaRue over to Nate Hall. Nate back to LaRue. LaRue off to Nick Hall. Nick goes inside to Daughtry. Daughtry against Boros. Trying to get it over to Nick Hall. It's going to be tied up between Billingsley and Hall. And now Boros jumps in there with and has something to say to Nick Hall. And Boros has just been thrown out of the game. Boros has got 2 technicals. He's thrown. Boros has just been thrown out of the game. And Boros had something to say twice, and Boros now can go look at the locker room for the rest of the game. Boros didn't like the fact that when Hall and Billingsley were going, Billingsley went to the floor, and now Boros gets a trip to the house as his night's over. And Boros, I don't know who Monterey has next, but they're going to be playing without Boros in that one. Because you get ejected, you don't play the next game, so Boros going to be setting out in Monterey's next one. And we'll see what the call's going to be with 76 seconds left to go. It's a 14-point Monterey lead, and we just kept it here during this break. I don't know who took the break, to tell you the truth. So we're just keeping it here, and don't go away. We'll have to wrap this one up quickly tonight. Get out of here. Got reports of some roads starting to get slick out there. And we got to get back to Jamestown, and I got to get my camera person back, and I got to get back to Jamestown and do a lot of news before we wrap this one up tonight. As we're still waiting on getting to some semblance to order here in this one. I don't know. Boros didn't like the fact that Billingsley hit the floor, and he come up to say something to Nick Hall, and Nick Hall is fouled out of the ball game. Nick falls out on the night with 7 points. And Nick fouls out. Boros has been thrown out of the ball game. So it'll be Nate Hall going the line, and Nate should have 4 free throws here. I think there were 2 technicals called. There were 2 technicals, I believe, called against Boros. So if there was, then Nate Hall should have 4 free throws here. Nate, first one, no good. Nate will have one more. And Nate will go back to the line. And he hits that one. Now, if I'm not mistaken, weren't there 2 technicals called in this one? It'll be with the basketball. Clarkrange with the ball, trailing by 13. They'll give it over to Hall. Nate will drive, and Nate's going to be fouled. And that one's going to go either against Randolph or it will go against Randolph on this one. Grayson Randolph, that's just his second of the night. Nate back in the line. Nate, first one, in and out, no good. He had 8 free throws in this quarter and hit 4 of them, so he's at 50%. And that one's going to be short. Hall missed that one, and we got 73 seconds left to go in this one. 40-27, Monterey with the ball. They'll bring it in this time to Billings. Billings guarded by Cottle. Now they'll give it over to West. West with the ball, and West is going to be hand checked by Nate Hall. Nate's going to pick up his third, and West will go to the other end. Nate Hall will pick up his third, and going to the line will be Peyton West. West free throw, good. That's just about going to do it as Monterey now up by 14. And the second one is good, 15. Monterey with a 5 possession of the game with 66 seconds. Clarkrange's going to push up quickly. LaRue going to drive, and he is going to be fouled by Randolph. Silas Randolph picks up his third, and that will send LaRue to the line. That is the third on Silas Randolph as LaRue going to step to the line. Free throw, good. Gatlin with his first point of the night. As coming in the game now will be number 10 and number 3. 62 seconds left to go in this one. Monterey by 14. And the second was no good by LaRue, ran down by Payne. Payne going to outlet over to West. West with the ball. West going to bring it on the run. West in the front court, guarded by Hall. Nate Hall is going to be called for his 4th personal as Nate runs into Peyton West. West will go to the line again. And both teams in the double bonus. First free throw good. 43-28. Allen, Phillips, and Saylor's getting ready to come back in. West second is good as well. West hits both ends of it. And it looks like that's going to do it for the starters from Monterey. .5 seconds left to go in this one. Clarkrange with the basketball. LaRue's going to let it roll all the way to midcourt before he picks it up. LaRue's going to drive in, give it over to Nate Hall. Nate off to Cottle. Cottle with the ball. Cottle driving, give it out to Daughtry. Daughtry for a 3. No good. Rebound pulled by number 3. He'll get it out to Phillips, and Phillips will bring it. Number 3 is Page. Ball down the corner down to Sailors. Sailors back out front to Page. Now knocked away, stolen by LaRue. LaRue's going to take it up, puts it up, no good. Rebound, fall for, tipped out, and come away with Allen. But it's knocked to the floor, and taking it away and throwing it away was Henderson. Then we got a foul on LaRue. LaRue's going to pick up the personal. LaRue picks up his 4th personal. So Monterey's going to win this one. Monterey's going to improve to 5-1, while Clarkrange is going to fall to 6-2 on the year. I think that's what Clarkrange, if I'm right. First free throw, no good by number 30. That is Troyer. Clarkrange with a whole new group in. You got the X-Man in Xander Reagan. You got number 13 in the ball game for the Buffaloes. We'll get those here in just a second. Free throw by Troyer, rolls and drops. Troyer gets one, and now back the other way will come Clarkrange's pass. Going to be knocked up. The air going to be out of bounds off of Monterey. Monterey got a hand up, knocked it out of bounds. It'll be Reagan to put in, throws it in to Durham. Durham with the ball back over to Reagan. Reagan trying to get back over Durham, knocked away by Troyer, and we're going to have a foul on Durham. Durham's going to pick up the foul. It'll be out the line, Troyer. 6.2 seconds to go in this one. Troyer going to have another 2 shots here. First one good. In Clarkrange got Jonah Durham, Colin Garrett. Let's see, got 13 is LaRue, Connor LaRue. Second one good as well. Troyer hits both ends of it. And back the other way now, Clarkrange with the ball, coming up, firing it up at the buzzer. No good by Durham, and that's your ball game. Monterey takes the boys matchup, 47-28. We're going to take a timeout, then we'll be back for the Progressive postgame show in just a moment.
Teachers Group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Post-game show as we take a look at this boys matchup where Monterey takes the win 47-28. Monterey got 9 points from Nate Hall, 7 each for Nick Hall and Seth Henderson, 4 for Daedric Phillips, 1 in the game for Gatlin LaRue. Monterey was led by Peyton West with 16, 9 for Jackson Billings, 6 in the game for Grayson Randolph, 7 for Paxton Payne, 2 for Kevin Boros, 3 in the game for Jackson Troyer, and 4 in the game for Silas Randolph. So tough loss for the Buffaloes. They fall to 5-2 on the season now. They were 5-1 coming in this. They're 5-2 on the season. And Monterey improves to 5-1. Clarkrange, though, falls to 0-1 in district play. I'll be back to take a look at tonight's action. We'll also take a look at some other scores we got. We'll have all that coming up right after this on the Progressive Post-Game Show.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do is true. We do for you.
Well, back here at Monterey High School where Clarkrange splits with Monterey. The Lady Buffaloes roll tonight by a final of 81-48, while the Buffaloes fell 47-28. Now, other scores tonight, it was York girls winning 61-59. Good win for the Lady Dragons as they needed that one tonight, and they got it down at Cannon County. That's a tough place to play, too. Haven't got a boys' score yet. Don't have a score from the Pickett County game tonight. We do know that earlier tonight, let's see, Van Buren beat Jackson County tonight. Macon beat Watertown, and Upperman beat Smith County in girls' action. Don't have any boys' scores yet. And we don't have final on the Pickett County game either, so we'll hopefully get that a little bit later, and we'll pass that along to you. But a big night for the Lady Buffaloes, a win here tonight, and a tough night for the Buffaloes. We're going to take another break, and then we'll be back to wrap this one up. I don't know if we'll get a chance to talk Coach Rodney Powell. If we do, we will. If we don't, we'll head on out because what I understand, the roads are getting pretty slick, so we're going to get on out of here in just a minute. But right now, we'll take a time out for this word from Progressive Savings Bank.
Cheer this year for all our school teams and activities. Get behind our local schools. Join the parent-teachers group and help improve the quality of education. Sponsor school activities. Go to a ball game, hear a concert, reach higher. Progressive Savings Bank, insured by FDIC.
Everything we do is true. We do for you.
Back here on the Progressive Post-Game Show where Clarkrange and Monterey split. The Lady Buffaloes winning 81-48. They got 23 and 24 points, 23 from Kaylee, 24 from Cassie Mundy, while Monterey got 21 from Anna Hudson. For the boys matchup, it was Monterey winning 47-28. Clarkrange was paced by Nate Hall with 9, while West had 16 from Monterey. Well, let's give you our Halls. Time now for our Halls Family Pharmacy Player of the Game. We'll take a second here, and then we'll be back with our Player of the Game right after this.
Hello, this is Philip Hall with Hall Family Pharmacy. We are proud to feature this broadcast Player of the Game. For winning service that you can be proud of, choose Hall Family Pharmacy.
Back here with the Halls Family Pharmacy Player of the Game. Our Player of the Game in the girls matchup. Got a roll Snake Eyes again, the Mundy twins. Between them, they ended up with 47 points. So we'll give it to the unit known as the Snake Eyes Mundy twins as they win here tonight. Clarkrange win 81-48. In the nightcap, it was Monterey with a 47-28 win, holding off Clarkrange. Where a player of the game for this one is Nate Hall. Nate had some good steals, ended up leading the scoring for the Buffaloes, had some free throws down the stretch, just couldn't get enough to get Clarkrange back into it. Well, a tough night for the Buffaloes, a good night for the Lady Buffaloes as they split here tonight against Monterey. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us from here tonight. Don't think we're going to talk to Coach Rodney Powell. We're going to wrap it up from here. Get on out. The road's getting bad out there. Do be careful. We're going to be out and about, and we'll pass along the rest of the scores we have as the night progresses. That'll do it for me until till Friday night when we'll be at York Institute when the Upperman Bees and Lady Bees come to town. I'm Gary Clark. See you at the game.